mouthful of it.
Just dropped me and you're like, oh, look, this is cool. I'm gonna just progress without her.
What's
Oh,
up?
shit.
What? What's up, everybody?
Hi guys.
Oh, look at
There's
that.
Look
at that. Just all covered up.
It's fine.
Yo,
It's
Jason
fine.
coming in with the Prime for 17 months, man. Thank you
What's up,
so
guys?
much. Guys, Blue's back.
Yahoo! I'm back. I am back.
Blue came back with some kind of diploma, looks like.
Yeah, I graduated. Thank you. I graduated.
You're looking like you're about to take my lunch money.
I mean, don't they do that like every day?
Hey, chill.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you.
Blue's
I
back.
got back yesterday.
Blue's back. Safely. Her flight got canceled once, but not twice. So she's back. Blue,
What's up?
how was it? I mean, I talked to you a little bit while you were there, but not on
Yeah.
it was just an imp stream, but so first of all, where were you?
Hold on. Before that, let me fix cameras.
Hey, what's up, Psycho?
ちょっと待ってね.
Please never. Wait, did you guys not like the imp stream? I streamed like 6 hours that day.
Yeah, you were streaming so long.
I had such a hangover the next day. I had way too much fun. That night was wild. That VOD should be erased. Please don't. What are you talking about? We made an empire last time. A gaming empire. There should be no complaints about how I ran that. I woke up in your imp stream and my boss heard the stream of my video conference and asked me to turn it off.
No, you guys were
I mean,
playing,
it's true.
what was it? Game Dev Story, right? That one's a good one. I like that game. It's fun.
Blluist should be nowhere near any professional situation ever. Iwatani coming in with a tier 1
Hey,
for 4
thank you so much for
months.
Tier 1.
So we need to get, first of all, we need to get Jason's name on your shirt, Blue, and then we get Iwatani's name.
Okay. ちょっと待ってね.
Just want to compliment how good looking Blue is. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
How about the model next to her? Guys? I'm expecting a shower, just people just showering me with compliments right now. What model? I don't see Anu. I'm kind of scared. Anu is looking fine, Gray. What's up, guys? The Blue, you ready to talk about the big O, the big S, the triple A Osaka? Why does it sound like I went to Osaka?
And why did you spell it with triple A's? It's not Osaka.
Because everything we play here is triple A titles, baby. Let's go.
No, it's not.
It's triple A titles of streams.
You weren't even playing a triple A title last time.
This is the Dark Souls of streaming, okay? It feels like I went to Osaka. That's how excited I am.
Yeah, so I went to Osaka with some girlfriends of mine. It was a 2-day trip supposed to be. Turned into 3 days because my flight did get canceled. But it was pretty fun. I mean, like, first, because we went there Friday. I flew out on Friday. No, Saturday. Did I fly Saturday?
Saturday morning.
Oh yeah. I flew. Sorry, Saturday morning. I flew out. And so we landed around like, I don't know, 3, 4, something like that.
Was it Saturday?
It was Saturday. Yeah,
Saturday
it was
morning.
Saturday. Yeah. And then it was like I got there at like 3 or 4 or whatever, and then so we had like the nighttime to kind of like explore. So we went to Dotonbori, which is like that famous area where for those of you who played like Yakuza, like any of those games, they you see some of those buildings, right? Like the one with like the big crab on the building and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
she took some videos, put a vlog of it.
I did. I did take some videos.
You took a video of where you do where we were doing the training arc.
Yeah, I
like
did.
where you go up the what
by
is
the
it?
river.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the bridge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Busty coming in gifting a tier 1 sub to the community. We got Rudy coming here gifting
Rudy, thank you so
2
much.
tier 1 subs to the community. You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much.
So then here.
You went to Osaka. You went to Dotonbori. What was like? Did you guys drink at all? That's like a drinking place usually. Did you guys go there for dinner or something?
We went there for dinner. So what we did was hold on.
We need to erase everything from that last stream. The tail end of that stream. We need to erase everything. It needs to be deleted.
So I really wanted to eat takoyaki, so I got some takoyaki, which is super cheap, by the way. Like you can get like 9 in like a box for like $3. For here, you get what? It's like 5.
6
right?
for 5,
6
maybe
or something. Yeah, it's like you get double the amount for it cheaper. So
yeah,
it was great. It was so good. And then after that, we went to get
Thank you,
kushiyage,
Sloth.
which is like basically fried food, a bunch of fried food. That was pretty good too. So. Yeah, so the first day was just kind of exploring Dotonbori. Like we went to a few shops. Yeah.
Where's our souvenir?
I did get some stuff, so I'll show you guys what I got. But
so you and Peach both went as, I'm sorry, I'm not very well versed in the Harry Potter language, but you guys went as
Hogwarts
wizards?
students. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. It's a little wrinkly because it's in my suitcase, but I was wearing this I did wear this to the park. It's not the official robes. It's like a $20 like knockoff, so the quality isn't very good. Like Peach has the official one and it looks so good. Like fabric quality is so good, and it's like it looks like the ones from the movies. Like, oh my god. If I ever go back, I'm getting one. But yeah, so she and I went as one of the houses, right? And then
that represents you guys. That represents you guys.
Yeah, because we both took the test and everything. The rest of the party went as like Nintendo characters, so we were kind of
as you do because there's a Nintendo world over there. Makes
there's a
100%
Nintendo
sense.
world.
Yep.
Yeah, we went to the park pretty early at like open because it opens at like 10 a.m. So we went there pretty early. There was like it's a lot smaller than Disney was what I was like. The first thing I thought was like, oh, it's all like the park's a lot smaller.
Yeah, they're bullies, Mark. They're bullies. That's what they are.
Smaller than Disney. So it was like very manageable, I guess. It was like you can kind of see everything in one day. So that was nice. Yeah, you're only saying that because we disagree on Konosuba. Shut up. But
what's up, Baza?
Yeah, I mean it was great. They were doing like a limited time events. Like the Hunter x Hunter thing was a limited time event. Like they were doing some Sailor Moon stuff. They were also doing.
Bet you wrote some Konosuba, right?
They also had like a Spider-Man thing, which we didn't go on.
You didn't go on the Spider-Man one?
No one in our group watches Marvel, Gray.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't, but I want to write Spider-Man.
That's great, but
Spider-Man's cool.
Did you try for that bucket thing? What bucket thing?
Are you talking about the Levi bucket?
No, I did not get the Levi bucket because it's like $50 for a bucket.
That bucket was awesome.
It was really cool, but yeah. I did buy I bought the food, like I put up on Instagram, but I did buy the food. So I got because the popcorn they had was milk tea flavored.
Oh, so that's also like Disney too. They have like all different types of popcorn.
Yeah. So they had like a special Levi edition, which is like a milk tea flavor. That was really good. It was very good. And then I had the
Toby all the way.
The pork bun one, and that one was really good too.
Because I'm not on other social media exactly. We're gonna have she actually got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I took a ton of videos.
A lot of footage.
So.
My favorite footage is when her flight got canceled and she got to the hotel. and she was filming herself, and it almost sounded like she was in like a hostage situation. Like I was
white walls.
I'm pretty, because I didn't get to see Sophie at all that night, and you were wearing her makeup. I'm pretty sure she was just there like a gun to your head. Like that's the tone that you had. Like I don't know why it was like just like a white wall behind you, and the camera was really close. Like, hey guys, my plane got canceled. To be excited for that. But we have some good footage. Of course, a lot of footage from the park and also Osaka too, right? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
I know you did. I was on a roll here. What are you doing? Oh. But I think my favorite, because there was a few other like unlike Disney, like the thing about, because like Disneyland is very good at immersing yourself in these like different types of worlds,
like
right?
Because they like wide. It's like I'm fine. You can talk over me. You can act like I'm not here. It's like I'm fine. You can just mute me.
There's like different worlds, right? Like especially at like Disney, there's like it's like cut up into sections and they all have a theme. USJ kind of have that, but it's not as like immersive as Disney, I guess. But like the two immersive worlds were the Harry Potter world and then Nintendo world, and those two were probably those are really, really cool. Like they did such a good job of like kind of like getting you out of that, like, oh, I'm gonna, because the rest of the park is like, oh, I'm at a amusement park, but as soon as you like walk through, like you see this like huge foresty area and you start walking through this forest
that part
path.
was rad. Yeah,
it was it's because it's a really long path, so you walk through this like forest path and there's like nothing, it's just like a normal path, nothing, and then all of a sudden you see that car that Harry and Ron crashes, and it's like crashed into a tree, and I was like, oh, and then you start hearing the music. And then you go deeper into the woods.
I'm just.
That's not even. You're singing it wrong. Shut up. But, what song are you singing?
I'm just being the mood.
I'm sing the actual
song. I'm enhancing the story.
Then can you sing the actual song?
In the forest, and the beat up car, and then you go into the forest, and then what happens? What happens, Blue?
Anyways, so yeah, we go, like, you go through this huge like woodsy area, and they see you know that, right? Never mind. And then of course, as soon as you like walk past that clearing, you see this huge like sign that says "Welcome to Hogsmeade." And it's like, holy shit, it's so cool. It's like light and day, because like, yeah, it's just all forest, and all of a sudden you see this huge sign and you're walking through these big ass gates, and it's just, you see, everything is just Hogsmeade. You see the Hogwarts Express, you see all these stores, you see all the storefronts, and like all the stores from the books and everything. They had like Zonko's, they had the wizard, the owlery, like I forgot what it was called, but like the place that they sold pets and everything, and then they even had like the all the vendors and stuff like that. So it was super, super cool. Butterbeer was a little pricey. How much was it? Was it like $5 or something?
I don't think they're asking about the price, Blue.
Yeah. For some reason I thought.
I don't think they're asking about the price.
I read it as how much was butterbeer. Yeah.
Oh.
I read it as how much. Sorry. Butterbeer was good, but it's very, very sweet. It tastes like you're drinking like a caramel candy.
It's non-alcoholic, right?
It's non-alcoholic.
So it's a lie.
Yeah.
I can't get drunk off butterbeer.
Apparently in one of the USJs, I forgot if it was the one in the US or whatever, you can't, they do have an alcoholic option.
Okay.
But it's only, I read that it's only like, it's not very common. Like in Japan, they don't have it, unfortunately, but they used to, or something like that. In a different,
Blue's just in Osaka. She just came back.
In a different USJ.
Just came back last night.
But yeah, it's super,
super sweet. That's awesome.
So I don't think I can't really drink the whole thing. But it was fun though. It's
like a really like theme parky drink. It seems
for sure,
like,
yeah. I mean, it's like candy. You're drinking candy. So.
But it comes in like a hefty glass too. Like
it's like cream soda almost.
Like
it's
a dessert drink.
Caramel flavored cream soda.
So butter beer at Starbucks when is the real question.
Yeah.
Hey, Otaku. Yo, Vaughn coming in with a tier 1 sub for 7 months.
Vaughn.
Welcome home.
Thank you so much for that tier 1.
Let's get your name up there.
But yeah, so it was actually pretty fun because like the stores are all themed. So you have to go to like if you want to get sweets, you have to go to the sweet shop and everything. So if you know the books, if you know the movies and you're like, oh, I want the robes, then you go to what's her name? Madame, what was her name? The lady, the like the Quidditch robe shop. Oh, I forgot what it was called.
Lady Porcelain was her name.
And you can buy the robes and then Malkin, thank you. Yeah, Madame Malkin's shop. Yeah, and then you can buy the robes and stuff. You can, and then you go to Ollivanders, and it's just like in the movies where it's it's just walls and walls, shelves and shelves of just wands, and it's so cool.
I've had the jelly beans. I think it was like Aki or someone that had like jelly beans. Mm-hmm. Or someone got it. It was like a Christmas event that we did with all the friends, and then someone bought those jelly beans. And it just like unlocked memories. It was just the puke one is horrible. The grass one is awesome. Dirt one's actually but the puke one and the sardines actually might be worse than the puke. Did you guys get the jelly beans? Oh, come on. You guys gonna do like a little like Batsu game, a little bit of a...
I did want to get the sweets, but we just didn't have time.
I see.
Because we wanted to see everything. So that's why I didn't really I didn't buy.
We get it. Continue. Okay.
Like, unfortunately, like I really wanted to go back and buy stuff, but we were just out of time, so I couldn't buy anything at the Hogwarts area.
Oh, the snot! The snot is gross too. Snot is.
And it's really cool because they have this area in the park where it's like they have these little tiny sections where if you buy, because like the wands have this like mechanism
co-streamers, by the way,
in the wands where if it has like a sensor.
Co-streams for 4 years, by the way. Happy 4 years on.
Do you want me to just stop talking? You won't. I let you tell stories all the time, but I can't talk about my trip. Should I just do it? Should I just not talk about it today and talk about it on Friday on my solo stream? That's fine too. If that's easier.
No.
It's just you keep interrupting me, and it's really like it's kind of hard to talk over you because you are really loud.
I'm talking. I'm like everybody here. I'm their voice. You know. I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm trying to like enhance the experience.
Uh-huh.
I'm enhancing the experience. You can turn my camera off. It's not for the attention. I'm trying to hear. I'm like just here to be like.
Okay, so anyways, the
I'm
wands
like moshing.
have these,
I'm just moshing.
Like sensors, and so if you go like there's places around the park where you can actually like you use these wands and you do like the wand movements and it makes things happen. So it's really cool because like it's something like really big fans of Harry Potter or even like kids can do. Where it's like if you do a certain movement on this like pile of pots, like these like not pots now, these pile of cauldrons, like it starts like spewing water everywhere or stuff like that. Yeah, you can make a chimney light up and stuff like that. So it is very cool. They have some interactive things if you buy the wands. So that was really fun. I think my favorite was the Harry Potter ride though. They did a fantastic job with that one. It's like a combination of. It's a little bit scary. Like, I don't know if I would recommend it for kids because like the Dementors are very, very scary and they're right up to your face too. And they look so real because they're using like, it's a combination of like, you know how a lot of rides they use props and stuff, right? Or like animatronics. So it's a combination of animatronics and 3D graphics.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's like when they're right up to you, like they come right up to you. You're staring into this like just void of black and you see those like really gnarly lips that they have, so it's a little scary when they come up right up to you.
Wait, is it a speed wise? Is it because the reason why I know this ride is because like when it first opened, SMAP was there was like a very popular SMAP commercial and it almost looked like it was like a roller coaster.
I mean, it kind of is like, yeah,
but it stops.
It stops? What do you mean?
Because you said it stops and then there's a pitch of like blackness.
No, not like it does, I don't mean it stops, but like it is a roller coaster. You're like moving around and spinning around and like up and down and everything. But there's like, of course, like when the Dementor scene is, this ride kind of like slows down a little bit all of a sudden, and then they like just like zoom, like they just come at you. Yeah, because they're trying to suck your soul or whatever.
Yeah, she did have the butter beer. She said it was like really sweet. It was like a candy drink.
Yeah,
it was non-alcoholic though, so 1 out of 10. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so like that's a little creepy. And then The one scene I had to like kind of look away was when they were in the Forbidden Forest and the spider scene. They looked very real, and they come up really really close. So I had to be like, oh god, I can't do this part. But
yeah. Were there people like that were getting really into it, and then they were like, what's the Wingardium Leviosa and shit like that? That's like the only thing. I know.
It would have been really cute to hear kids like doing the Patronum charm, but no.
I have no idea what you guys talking about. The Patronum.
The Patronus charm. One that repels Dementors.
Is that like Fire 4?
No, Patronus is the one where Harry can summon like a stag.
I only know when it's Leviosa.
You watched the third one, Gray. Stop lying.
I watched the third one about 400 years ago when it first came out in the theaters, and then some old guy next to me got mad because we were super loud in the theaters.
Guys, I think we need to do a Patronus. I think we need to do a Patronus test for Gray. See what he gets.
Is Patronus the name of the hat?
It's the charm. It's the move, like the special move you do.
Because the thing, guys, she sent me
a defensive spell against dark arts.
They went to this food, this Harry Potter food place, and
I ate at the 3 broomsticks, guys. And then it was amazing.
She had this huge thing of corn, and then the first thing that she was like, "Look," and then I was like, "Is corn part of Harry Potter lore?" That was my first question. There's a text that was my response to her. I was like, I don't remember corn being such a big part of this lore, but it was presented in such a big way. I still have yet to find out. Really cool.
So it was really cool eating there. Cause like they did a really good job because there's like stairs, of course, that you can't access, and it goes up to like the inn rats that's upstairs, and so you see people's like luggage up there, their trolleys and stuff like that, and it was really cool. Yeah.
Hey, Rakan, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? Oh, that was pretty cool. And Rilla's, what's up? But I think, the Harry Potter world was just amazing.
I wonder if there's.
I ate at the 3 broomsticks. Yes. Would you say it's your favorite theme park? I mean, no. It was my favorite part of the theme park, at least. Yeah.
Not the Hunter part?
I mean, the Hunter part was very small. It was just a 3D
it was
movie.
Really small.
That was it. There was nothing in the park. It was just a movie. So
if they have a... Oh, speaking of... Oh, sorry. Okay. Keep that thought, Yama. I'm very sad. Guys, today we have some good news because Blue came back. I have some really, really, really sad news that I have to share with you guys afterwards. So let's do the roller coaster. You do the rise, and then I'll do the drop. Go ahead.
So yeah, after that we went to Nintendo World, and that was super cool too, because the entrance to Nintendo World is like it's the green the plumber tube, right, that Mario goes through in all the games. And so you walk through it, and as soon as you get to the other side, it's this huge world of it's just you're basically in one of the games. It's just so cool. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, I'll have to actually just show you guys the video. But yeah, oh my god, it was amazing. Cause like, and then I had like there was one food I really wanted to get, but I was so full and I couldn't. They had a at the Yoshi, like, because Yoshi has a food stand in this world. He was selling mango or like lassi drinks, which I got, but he was also selling these shells that were they're meat buns, but it had yakisoba in it, and it looked so good.
That sounds really
I
good.
really wanted it, but I was like, oh no, I can't eat it. I'm too full.
I feel like if they were dino eggs, that's a little cruel for Yoshi to be
it's
selling.
just like the shells that you guys you throw and stuff. Yeah.
How was Doton Boy? Did you buy us anything?
No, just pictures.
Just pictures.
But it was videos. So it was really fun. I couldn't get on the Attack on Titan ride, unfortunately, but they did have a little thing for Attack on Titan.
Do you know what was the most like mind-blowing thing from the things that you showed me from
what?
The Mario Kart ride?
What?
I don't keep up with Mario Kart, so you guys have to, like, people here if you guys know. Did you guys know that they're not, for example, Yoshi in the game, it just seems like he's driving as Yoshi, right? But the cool thing about the Mario Kart ride is you get to go to the locker room area and you get to see like
Their driver suits.
Yeah, and so the Yoshi, it's not even Yoshi, but it's a Yoshi. It's the design is Yoshi, but it looks like a suit.
Yeah.
That a person wears. Like that was like a really like I don't know if that's like part of the thing, but it's like.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks really cool. It's like even Mario. It doesn't look like he just wears a shirt, overalls, but that's like the set, and it looks like one suit, and it looks like someone just took it off, and it's like on a hanger. So it'll be in the video, right?
Yeah.
But like that was really cool. I thought that was like a really cool touch.
Yeah, apparently this is kind of like a little bit unrelated, but
I don't know if you can
apparently
stream in there. I don't think so.
I think that they are making like a Harry Potter exhibit thing in Japan though, speaking of. But
that's not outside of
USJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently. So but I don't know what kind of experience that's going to be or anything, but
Azure was up.
Yeah.
What's up, boo?
It was, and then like the Nintendo World also has this thing where it's like the wand in Harry Potter, where like you can get this bracelet, and you can do like mini games and stuff to collect coins, and with these coins it's like collecting like stamps and stuff. And I think if you collect everything, or with how many coins you have, I think you can use it for like certain mini games and stuff. I don't really know too much about it because I didn't buy the bracelet. But it's like fun little mini games you can do in the Nintendo World. So like,
it looked really cool.
A lot of kids just stay there all day. Realist, thank you so much for that sub.
The first time sub, tier 1. Thank you so much. We're gonna get you on Blluist tank top right now.
Like in the UK like in the UK. I forgot. Yeah, there is also another. It's the same thing that they have in the UK that they're bringing over here. Apparently, I don't know what it is exactly, but yeah.
So then you went to Nintendo. Wait. Were you talking about? Did we already talk about? You've already. We were. I didn't just jump the whole. You were talking about Yoshi, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't just jump to that. I don't know where.
Can't. Right.
So Blue had this amazing time. You wanna do the little trick that you did to me, Blue? The little Blue pulled the little prank on me.
Yeah, I pulled a prank on Gray. So, when I went to the park, I went to the shops first just to see what was there, and everyone wanted to see too. So it's like, oh, before we go on rides and stuff, let's go to the stores. So we go into the store, and of course I see all the they had some Monster Hunter stuff, they had some Attack on Titan stuff, and then they had some Hunter x Hunter stuff. So I took a few pictures of a few things. It was like, oh, maybe Gray wants something. And then I find this watch. I was like, okay, this is actually really badass. It's like really minimal design. It's like, it doesn't scream like I'm a huge fan, but if you know kind of thing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this. So I buy the watch, and I purposely don't take a picture of it. And I only take a picture of everything else in the store and send it to Gray and be like, hey, do you want anything? And then I move on, right? And then later on, Gray sends me a picture. Like, he's like,
I started
is there
Google-
a watch?
I didn't know that there was a merchandise
like,
section, so then I just Googled it, and I was like, I looked at the whole collection.
Yeah, so he messaged me. He's like, is there a watch there? And I'm like, oh no, yeah. And I had to act cool, so I had to be like, yeah, there's a watch. I can go take a picture next time I'm by the stores. So I take a picture, I send it to him. He's like, just let me know what you want me to do. I'm gonna go to Nintendo soon, so you gotta decide pretty quickly. Blah 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 blah. And he's like, and then of course like, was it like 30 minutes later or something? You're like, yeah, I want it. And
yeah, because I was in the bath.
And then I had plenty of time to go back, but I was like, no, I had to pretend. It's like, oh, sorry, I'm in Nintendo right now, so I can't get it. I'll try to get it on my way back. And then on the way back, like, of course, like we were there in Nintendo World until close, so I actually couldn't go back anyway. So I was like, oh, sorry. Yeah, they wouldn't let me go back, which was true. It wasn't a lie. So I left and I had to tell her like, oh, I'm so sorry, I couldn't get it. I felt so bad because I said like I couldn't get it.
We were talking about the watch on stream,
he sounded so sad.
Apparently, I sounded like I was like dying inside.
Yeah, because he was like, "It's okay. This is a trip for you. Like, don't worry about me. Like, get stuff for yourself." Like,
I was like, so because I don't want to be the guy that's like, hey,
so he's like,
I don't
just get stuff for yourself. Like, don't worry about me. It's okay.
The trip's not for me. But did you have time for it? Because she didn't mention it. She's like, oh, sorry, I couldn't. And I was like, oh, yeah, It's like,
yeah, that's fine.
that's fine.
Just get
No.
stuff for yourself. Like,
Yeah.
it's not for me, so just enjoy your time there. Make sure you get stuff for yourself. And he just felt so like he sounded so bummed, and I was like this close to just being like, oh my god, I fucking got it. Just shut up. But like, just please don't cry. But
please don't cry.
I was able to keep it a secret, and then I got home and it's like, who knows you better than anyone?
Yeah,
Me. And then I pulled it out. And
because
it was like,
the stream the imp stream, when we called Blue from the Osaka hotel, we talked about it,
yeah. Not to act like I didn't have it.
and I had to
It's
show.
but it's sitting right next to me in the suitcase.
And she got me it. She got me the watch. Look, this is the watch. From this, it's kind of hard to show, but it's kind of, I need to get used to how to read the time because it's in like hunter language. What's the time right now? I think it's like 4:40. It's good. It's hunter time. It's hunter time. It's so cool though. So now I have a Hunter watch. So, and that's another Hunter thing. So now she's gonna show you what you bought.
Yeah, so in the end, I forgot to buy myself
What's up,
like
Spacebar?
a big gift, and I just got something for Gray.
Space bar.
But I was really
Barbarian.
excited, so. The box is really nice. It's like a legit box, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the box. I'll show. I mean, the box is like here.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really get anything for myself. But that's okay. Because that's the point.
Show the watch first. The watch comes in a box like this. It says Hunter, right? And then the watch is there, and then because this is like a Phantom Trope one, you see Kuroro right there, and then that's the thing that you put the watch on. It's really nice. It's amazing. It's a USJ exclusive too, so
Yeah, happy early birthday, Gray.
thank you. Woo! My birthday's.
Yeah, your birthday's in 2 days, so that's kind of partially why I got it.
Hey, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my birthday in 2 days. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I could have waited till the 10th, but I was like, yeah, I can't make him wait anymore, Did you cry though? Did you cry? No, he did not.
When I found out, I was crying inside. And I saw a lot of people like selling it secondhand for like super overpriced, and I was like, no. When she told me that she didn't get it, I was like tempted, but was like, no.
Let me show you guys the snacks I got. So this is they didn't have much Monster Hunter stuff, unfortunately, but this is like the one Monster Hunter thing that they had I thought was really cute. So it's just like this little like gift box of like little tiny snacks that's Monster Hunter themed, and it's really cute because it's like, this is like the
This is charging like double, dude. Exactly.
What do you call it? The
Kongari niku.
I know, but like the meat you eat for when you're out of stamina, and it's actually flavored as like barbecue, like meat flavored. And then like they have these
The rations, yes.
Yeah, rations. Thank you. Yeah, and then the cookies are they have like little items.
Mine was a potion.
Yeah, Gray had one yesterday that was a health potion, and this
Yeah.
one's like the fish.
It's like so well printed on there too. What's up, Optimus?
I know.
It's so well printed.
There's just like a bunch of cookies and stuff. And they have candy in here too. It's
The
Hachimitsu.
Digimon meat food, yeah.
Yeah, so this is honey flavored candies in here too.
Yo, so so Lethargicus is asking, did you try the the Monster
It's
Hunter VR?
so
edition?
popular that you have to book a week or two before you go on the trip. So we checked online. It's the ride is sold out for another week. The earliest time we can get it is late June.
That was like the first thing that you guys were like
Mm-hmm.
when you're telling Sophie about it. She's like, let's go.
That's the first thing we went to go find. But it was like, oh yeah, sorry, it's sold out.
Rad. Let's hold down there. Oh, 大人気, man. It's
And this is
大人気.
Attack on Titan candies I got.
We haven't tried that yet.
I mean, I thought the containers were really nice, so I was gonna just like display them, but got it in. Mikasa, Ane, stop. Hanji, and Levi.
Are those cookies too?
No, these are chocolates. But yeah. Anu, please. Yeah, no, I wanted to go on the Monster Hunter one so bad.
Vaughn.
It's probably like one of the.
Thank Vaughn. Okay,
What?
thank Vaughn. Anu, Vaughn coming in with 1,000 biddies.
I think that was like, yeah, that was one of the ones I really, really wanted to go on. So I was like, I was researching it before we even went, but they're like, sorry, you have to book weeks in advance, and it's like, I cried a little inside, to be completely honest. I was really, really, really sad.
All right, hold up. Before you continue, Vaughn, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. But you should be saying Anu.
Thank you, Vaughn.
Are you thankful?
That's insane for I mean, it's really pop. Like Monster Hunter is like the most popular game in Japan. That makes sense. So yeah, these ones. Hold on.
The beast.
These are just like chocolates, yeah, with everyone's face on it. So I heard it's fun. Yeah, I heard it's really fun too. Yeah. So. And it was really cool because at the Attack on Titan store, you can actually get the it's made out of plastic, but like the what is it? The movement, the
How much
what
was
do you
that?
call it?
How much was that?
It was like
the actual
100 and
machine.
some, yeah, 100 and something. But yeah, you can get the jacket, you can get the cloak, and I was like, oh, I want the jacket, but I was like, I'm not gonna wear it. So you left the treat thing out, huh?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Again, thank you, Vaughn, for 1,000.
And then this is the Hunter x Hunter snack I got, which is this is really cool too, because in the Hunter exams they pull out names for who your target is to go after when they get like, because everyone has that badge in the Hunter trials, right? And this is where you pull out your names, and so it's cool because it says the actual snack says this is your target, and inside is a cookie with someone's badge number on it. So.
My first one was Hisoka, so I think I'm dead.
Yomarugo.
I think I'm
Who's
dead.
Yomarugo?
Is that Leorio?
Is that Ryorio? No, it's not. Ryorio's 403. Who's 405?
What's Gon?
Not on here.
It might be Gon.
Is it Gon?
4 or 5 might be.
Oh shit, I'm dead then if it's against Gon.
Nah, Gon will figure out a way for you guys to get out of it in a
No,
very,
he's gonna
very
be my friend?
peaceful way. I got Hisoka. I'm freaking dead.
Can I switch you? I'd be totally down to go against Hisoka.
You would.
Would he marry me instead?
You got Kiryu
Then
ripped.
the one little thing I got was this.
I think that's really cool.
Coolest thing in the whole store of Attack on Titan. Look at this. Isn't it amazing?
I don't think people can tell. You gotta explain.
It's the syringe from the series. Yeah, this is what I meant by syringe. It's like it even comes in like a really nice case.
Oh, this is like an one of those like box openings.
Yeah. Anu, please.
I'm gonna feed him.
Yeah, so this is the it's just a pen, but it's the syringe. That that has the oh, it doesn't come like it doesn't you can't actually, you know. But it's very cool though. And you just write like, and then yeah, it just the end just screws on. But isn't it super cool?
When you showed me that, I was like, yeah, you gotta get that.
Yeah. So I got this one. I can't use a pen though. It's too pretty.
I remember Gon had Hisoka's. I forget who had Gon's. It was that one guy that uses he was the one guy that makes people sleep.
Oh.
right?
What was
And then he got it taken, but then Hisoka got it back for
Gong.
Gong.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really cool.
The dude was just watching Gong like fish or something for
Yeah,
like
yeah,
ages
yeah,
and
yeah.
ages.
He was waiting for him to like fall asleep, right? But
He-
he didn't, so he's like, fine.
He just followed him the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to the airport with a giant syringe must have been fun. It's a pen, I swear.
Yeah. So yeah, and then of course the third day, yeah, we were already at the airport, and she like Peach and I were getting food before the flight because it's like, oh, once we get home, it's gonna be like 10 p.m. Like we should at least get something. So and like all the stores are closed. So it's like, oh well, there's a Starbucks, maybe we can just get something there. So we each got like a sandwich and a tea or something. And we were sitting there, and it's like, oh, maybe we should head to the gate soon. And then all of a sudden, she gets an email. It's like, I'm so sorry, but your flight's been canceled.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait, what? So we go up to the counter.
Excuse me.
And there's only like 5 people there. So it's like, wait, what? The flight's been canceled. There should be a ton of people like trying to get their flights readjusted, right? But it was only 5 people, and they're like, oh, sorry, we have to do what was it, engine management or something, maintenance or something like that. And that was like complete bullshit. It's like, why would you do maintenance on an engine that prepared to fly in under an hour? So we're thinking that it was probably
maybe
because
it was dangerous. Maybe it was like a emergency thing. But
but it sounded more like it's just they couldn't get enough people to book a flight, so it's cheaper for them to just rebook everyone than to send out an airplane. So they're like, oh, here, the earliest one we can get you on is at 10:50 or something the next day.
They're really nice about it, though.
Yeah, and they're
right?
like, oh, we can reimburse you for the hotel, whatever, once you get receipts and send it in and stuff like that. But
So you went, and then you guys end up going to a really nice hotel.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't like super duper nice or anything like that, but it was much better than like a capsule hotel. So
A lot, even with international flights.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. What happens if you have to be somewhere? You got a tight schedule.
it costs less to get you accommodated. Yeah. It's cheaper to pay for everyone's hotels than it is
It's
to
so nice.
send it out.
She filmed like the view from that place. And
Yeah, the
oh
view
my
was beautiful.
God.
Yeah. It was a very nice view. Oh.
The cost is way higher. I see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you guys stayed there. And then I started streaming because I was like very lonely, and then I had to spend another night alone. So
Mm-hmm.
then I started streaming, and you were on stream. You guys had a little bit of fun over there. Blue
Mm-hmm.
looked a little different. You checked the VOD out. She looks a bit different in that VOD. Thanks to Sophie. And that night kind of got wild after you left. It got kind of wild afterwards, and then
Okay.
we started playing some games, and then we had a fun
You
time
cried?
watching stuff. I was crying, and then there was one point where for some reason, actually wait, I'm gonna go to the bathroom first before I tell the story.
I'm gonna watch this.
I would let Toby Fox fuck me. Wait, cut back to the
What?
cut back to our stream. Cut back to our stream, okay? That's irrelevant. All right, cut back. Okay, so
What?
we can talk about that later. So, anyways, there was one point where we talked about Yu Yu Hakusho, and then I got out our Hiei and Kurama figurines.
Oh yeah.
Then I was drinking a lot, but still in control, just having a fun time. And I was like, man, that was awesome, Maybe. And then I cut the stream. I told everybody that I probably won't be able to make it. Stream until like 3 a.m. And I went to bed. And usually when we go to bed, Anu comes with, right? Our dog Anu will come with us. He didn't that night for a significant amount of time. And I saw him go into the stream room, and I thought, what could he be doing instead of sleeping with me? He loves sleeping in the bed with us. and I've really
You didn't go check as soon as he went in there.
I thought he was just looking at stuff, and then he's gonna come back, and I was a little drunk. I was a little like and TA's bald now.
He ate our figurine.
Hiei's hair he ate exclusively his hair.
So we have to get a new Hiei, guys.
Like,
he has no head.
Guys, his head is gone. Like his.
Hey, Peach, what's up?
He didn't touch anything on the bot. It's just like
This is his head.
His head is just gone. He just really didn't like Hiei's hair.
Yeah, so we have to get a new one.
I don't like look how perfectly in shape his face is.
It's just his hair. He just really didn't like that
It's
hair.
just from the headband and up.
A little off the top. Yeah, it's fine.
So, nice haircut. His head's gone. A little more than a haircut.
And he ate Gabumon's knocked down.
Oh yeah, Agumon's dead
Agumon
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he bit Agumon too.
He chewed Agumon. That's on my like. I kind of put him on the cord here. That flew because I was dancing on stream. I didn't realize it was on the ground. That got destroyed by Nunu.
So he is dead, unfortunately.
He's like Agumon's okay, but he's definitely chomped up. Like I don't know if you can tell, but he can. The bite marks are real on this one. So yeah, he's battle scarred.
Peach, I told Gray that about the whole like I had already gotten the watch when he said he wanted it. He was very surprised when I got home.
I'm wearing the watch right now. Hey, what's up, Kya? How you doing? A little bit aware, yeah. It's like it's kind of like the Vans or Converse effect. It just looks better when it's worn out, but when it gets like destroyed, like TA's head, it's just gone. This is a whole nother story. It's I can't believe it. She lied to me in the best way possible. I love this thing.
Yeah, because she was there with me.
I feel like I feel like I should be displaying this.
Isn't it so like,
right, Luke?
Isn't it so cool? I love that watch.
We need to go gotcha again. You know what? Just because of that story and you know what? This Agumon commemorates that fun night, the night that Blue left me. So I'm going to put this right here.
You know, next time I think if Pete and I go somewhere, you and Luke can have a sleepover, yeah?
I
Keep
was
each other
saying
company, because you guys are so lonely without us. What would you do without us?
A lot of alcohol. That's what.
Yeah. You can have a boys' night here with the three of you. Gray, Luke, and Anu.
Yes. People were like, you should get Luke over. And I was like, yeah, Luke's more than welcome to come over right now. Okay, you guys can kind of see I was about to say Agumon. Agumon. How weird does it feel to wear a watch now? Dude, I love this thing. It's just
some boys munching on head.
It's just gonna be me, Luke, and Anu hanging out.
Chewing on figurines.
I can't believe I love this Hiei too.
We can just get another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another Hiei figurine soon. We have to do.
That one wasn't too expensive.
Cause this is the one. You put on top of a cup
ramen
noodle.
Topper.
You put it. Yeah, it's a ramen topper.
Yeah. This is the clip-off winner.
Oh,
I don't think anyone wants that.
Actually, if anybody wants it, to commemorate the night Blue wasn't here. Only Anu could defeat Hiei. True. He does have the power, and he proved it. I couldn't get mad. I was just like, that's kind of funny that you only took out the head. You'll match my chewed up. We've mentioned this before, but Machi, your chewed up postcard was chewed up by something else on the way, which is a little worrying. He looks kind of okay from the front. It's like when you move him to the side, it's just fucked.
Just like half his head is gone.
You're very aware something intense happened. Yeah, emotional abyss. I think that happens, you know? I never get like, I've never gotten like blasted to the point where like I don't remember or something.
I thought you were about to say I've never had to spend that many nights alone.
I mean, the last time we spent what 2 nights apart
was when I went back to America.
Yeah.
To go visit my family, and that was the first year we started dating.
And that's when we were playing like Animal Crossing
and Monster Hunter.
And Monster Hunter together on the DS.
Yeah.
Well,
and we didn't even have Anu at the time, so it was like super lonely.
Let's talk about what you did these few days. First day, guys, this is gonna be super interesting. Sit down, get ready. So first day, she left. I slept a lot, and then it was a Saturday, so I just slept.
It was Saturday, yeah. Because you saw me off. Like, you woke up with me in the morning.
Yeah, and that's the day that I did the game developer game.
Yeah.
So we did like a 7.5 hour
2-hour bath session, yeah.
And so we did a normal stream then, and then that's right. Then I did an imp stream on Sunday night, and that's when we had an emotional night with everybody. And then, but before that, I would text Blue on and off, just be like, hey, how's everything? Like, I hope everything is okay. And then she's like, oh, I'm having fun with the girls, blah, blah, blah. And like, she would like send me stuff. And then I would just be looking at my phone, and then I'd be like listening to like a podcast or something to like kill time and try to stay busy with stuff, and then keep looking at my phone. And then it was like 9 p.m. And then I get a text saying, my flight is canceled. And my first thought was, all right, open the whiskey, and then I was here. So maybe I should have documented that. Blue's in the bathroom. She's here now, but she was in Osaka for the last 2 days. Immortal, thank you so much for the follow. Oh yeah, and then Blue brought back these meat buns that are like god tier. They're super good. Very similar. You see, we're hopeless. We're hopeless out here. We're hopeless out here. See, Luke. See, this is how Luke's 3 days went. Said goodbye to Sophie, and then just maybe play some Apex Legends. You know. Drink a little bit.
Then
win
played
some.
A little bit Apex.
Lose some. Drink a little bit. Win some. Lose some. Drink a little bit more. Win some. Lose some. Try to drink, but the bottle's empty. So you go to the store in the drizzling rain and drink some more.
Oh my god.
Play some Apex. Went out and got hella drunk and spent the next 2 days hungover.
So that's why Luke was drinking, crying, and editing on stream?
I don't think you're winning some at that point. If you're able to get into the match, you're winning at that point. Guys, this is what happens. This is what happens. That's the life of me and Luke. I was when I was streaming the game dev game, that was fun. I was like, because I don't really stream games when I do imp streams, so that was fun. And then it just sucked when we found out that your flight, because you said it was going to be delayed and you were worried about last train. I was like thinking of all these things, like, all right, I was like looking up which station you're going to come from. At least if you can get to this station, you can probably get a cheap cab from here. I'll pick you up. And then it was like, my flight's canceled. Life is over.
Oh no, another night alone. My life is over.
Luke's still here.
And then, Peach and I were just playing dress up. We were having a great night.
So
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shouts out to you guys for keeping me company that night until like 2 to 3. It was like 2 or 3 a.m. on a fucking Sunday. So did I have to work? No, I didn't have to work the next day. No, it was Monday.
Yeah, it was Monday because when I got home, it was still really late.
Yeah.
No, I got home on Tuesday. I was supposed to come home Monday night after your work. But
misspelled like that was like an imp stream. Like that was just like it wasn't even a scheduled stream. So, kotatsu. It started on a Sunday, ended on the Monday. So Destiny, I'm telling you, man, it was a wild ride. It's very interesting, and Anu clearly missed Blue. That was he just kept looking at the door, and then he would just go. And I'm rubbing his tummy the whole time, and I'm petting him and I'm kissing him, but he just ignores me and just looks at the door. That's how I know. Yo, Takara coming in for the tier 1 for 19 months, man. Thank you so much.
Miss you too.
Blue, please get Takara on your chats. Sounds like he kind of sounds like a broken record sometimes. He tries to dog, but he cannot. That was for me. Is he telling me to get the fuck off? Is he telling me to get off of him? Maybe I was a little clingy with Anu.
Nani, Anu? What? I don't know. I feel like he just missed me giving him food. I don't think he actually missed. He just likes food. You know that. Did Anu just likes food? Not me. That's what he was missing. Yeah, he just missed his bed.
He has more bed. But he was busy eating Hiei. Oh, it was me crying at the door. So he found out the flight was canceled. He joined Anu on the floor making the same noises. We don't talk about that, okay? We don't talk about that.
Oh, no, it's not straight off the plane. I came home yesterday. So, right? I came home yesterday, right?
You came home yesterday at around 3:30 p.m.
Yeah. Because there was another thing that I forgot to tell you was we land, right? And I checked the train times, right? I'm like, oh, no, it's fine. You know, I can get on the next one, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you know what? But I'm super hungry. I want to go to the Family Mart. So Peach and I go to Family Mart and we get food. And then by the time like I'm done eating and stuff, I look at the clock and it's like, oh, I just missed my train. So I have to wait 30 minutes.
Because those trains don't come like all the time.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I was like, oh no, I missed the train.
I had your favorite.
So I just sat there for like, no, it wasn't like 30, but.
I had Blue's favorite bread and bento ready for the night before, and it got all old and gross.
I ate it today though. I ate the bread for breakfast and I ate the bento for lunch. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, we're finally home, and I'm just relaxing, and it's like, oh no, I missed my train.
Like you're finally back in Tokyo, and you're still getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
But you made it safe.
Yeah, and then the train that I was on also got delayed.
Oh, really?
Because they had something was going on. So they're like, oh, sorry, we're gonna stop at I forgot what station it was.
Maintenance.
But I was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry for the delay, but we have to, we're gonna be stopping here for a little bit. We'll commence the movement or whatever in a few minutes and stuff. So it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, engine maintenance.
So I sat there for even longer. So by the time I got home, it was so late. Yeah.
What an adventure.
So it's like, yeah, the world does not want me to go home.
But you made it safe. You're back now, and that's all that matters.
How much bad luck can someone get? I told you. It's my RNG.
You're killing it.
I'm available for hire if you want to curse somebody, like someone you don't like, let me know. I'm available for hire, and I'll give them all my RNG.
All your bad luck.
They'll have the worst luck that day. They'll stub their toe on everything. Maybe they'll catch their finger on a door.
I've got late mine.
Everywhere.
Thank you very much.
I got you.
Yeah, it's almost impressive.
I know, it's a skill. It's a skill. I've flown back to Australia from Japan 5 times. Each time the gods were fucking with my flight back, and it's trying to keep me in Japan. I think it would work the opposite since you would suck in all the bad RNG.
Oh, so then they would just start to get
then you guys should all
lucky.
hire me when you pull gacha then.
If you want to feel lucky, just get Blue.
Yeah, just get me and I'll pull the gacha with you and I'll get all the shitty stuff so you can feel better.
That's why I can never play any of those games with you. You refuse to play any of those games with me anymore.
Yeah, because I've told this story before in Hello Bear.
What's up, Bear?
I've told this story before because when we first started dating, we watched like, what was it? Fairy Tale? We used to watch Fairy Tale, and then you were like, "Oh, there's a little mobile game. We should do it." And of course, there's gotchas to get the characters, right? And Gray's like over there getting he's getting like Juvia and Gray and like what's her name, Iriza and everything. And then I got
Mistogan.
You got Mistogan too. And I'm over here getting like, who the fuck is this guy characters?
I'm pretty sure that character that you got was not from Fairy Tale.
Yeah. And and so I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because I don't have any of the cool like main characters. And Gray's got like 5. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to do this. So Gray was like, okay, fine. We'll find something else. And then we got like, he introduced me to JoJo, right?
The JoJo. And then, there's a JoJo mobile like puzzle game. It went out. It's over now. I don't know if it's in service now, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did gacha there. And then I got Abakyo. And Blue was like, fuck this. The moment that I got Abakyo, the banner, she was like, no, I'm not playing this. I was like, okay. Let me just stop playing it.
Yeah, because I could not get any of the characters I like at all.
And when we were playing Apex too, I was like, oh, wait, I got this red thing. And then you were like, what the f?
Yeah, and then of course, like, we're level 14 in Apex, okay? And Gray gets a relic. Like, on just one random box, he gets like the relic weapon.
The heirloom.
Heirloom, yeah. It's called relic now, right? So yeah, the heirloom, yeah. He gets an he pulls it at level 14 or something like that, and he pulls an heirloom, and he's like, "Oh, what is this?" And I'm like,
I didn't know what it was. I seriously did not know what it was.
Yeah, do you know what I got? I got it. I had to get it on pity roll, okay?
Oh,
I had to get it on the fucking pity roll.
There's a video of that, like Blue like lost her mind. There's a very worrying video on our YouTube channel of her losing her mind trying to get that.
Oh, and then you guys remember that
Mahjong?
That's
why that Redeemers exists. Exactly.
You know that Mahjong game that I play? You guys saw, because I pulled it on stream to get that girl, right? But you guys remember it took me like 30, 40 tries to even get one character, right? Maybe even 50. I don't know. You guys remember, right? Like it took me so long just to even get one character. I got my friend into the game and she pulled 20 and got 3 or 4 characters. She just pulled 20 times and she got like 4 characters.
It's pretty nuts. Your luck. I pulled a little bit and I got like a couple characters, but like I want to get my dog. My dog kun. Is that the video? How to get the rarest? Yeah, this. I think I am absorbing the luck. I am. Other people in the same situation, being an Australian in their 20s to 30s, they started smashing beers on the Komini for 7 hours. That sounds like a party. Sounds pretty fun.
Oh yeah. Every time.
I got the musician guy.
That's the one I was trying to pull for that time too, because I wanted that musician guy and you got him. Sounds like my luck when I play Genshin. Oh, don't start me on Genshin too.
Just uninstalled the 300 pulls and no decent character. Some people, man.
I uninstalled Genshin so fast.
Do you remember when Genshin? I don't know if this still happens, but Genshin pulls were like such a big thing. Like it was like, people were like going into groups.
Mm-hmm.
Like there would be content creators that all they do is just pull, and they have a community of people that don't. It's not they're not playing Genshin. They're just pulling.
Yeah, their content's just pulling
because
right?
they can't start the game.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I remember that when Genshin first came out, and it was like everybody was playing that game, and like the gacha was like there's that one character that everybody wanted, and there's so many streamers that are like they had this like gacha pulling community.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a Genshin playing community.
Yeah,
it was more
it's
like a pulling.
community.
It was really interesting. Hey, take it, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. Will you play Diablo Immortal?
We played.
Does that have gacha?
We played a little bit of it while Blue was away.
Yeah.
Because you can play. There's a PC port, and I was like, I wonder if I can play on PC and then you play on phone.
And you can, yeah.
And we played a little bit. It's okay. I mean, it's apparently like it gets real bad.
You have to spend like 1,000 or even more than that to even get like
that article
to get like end game gear. So it's
and
like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
we're not gonna do
so
anything.
let's just play. Let's just have a good time. You know, casually play.
But don't put any money in it.
There's gonna be a very clear moment where they go, It's actually kind of brilliant, dude. Like, they tell you in the game, right? They never had this in Diablo 3, but it's built in which build you should go for. So, like, if you're a class, it'll tell you, hey, there's 3 ways that you could probably put, you know, you don't have to, but the recommended classes, builds that you could do for your class.
Hey, pizza.
And it gives you a breakdown of, like, all the items that you need. But I haven't played it enough to know, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of the stuff at the end, like you gotta pay for it to like complete it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's dangerous.
Oh yeah, you were doing Brave Frontier. Yeah, gacha games are like.
Thanks so much for that follow.
It's a love-hate relationship.
There's people that still do that. Only gacha game I was heavy into just had servers closed last month. I feel like that's another thing. Where it's like, with a mobile game, you're always scared that you put in all this money and then
they close it down.
Like the JoJo one was bad. The JoJo game was fun, but the JoJo gacha was bad.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was bad. Pre-made shopping list linking direct to the shop. Yeah.
I'm on it too. So far. Yeah, we've played a little bit of it. It's pretty fun.
Hella grindy as Diablo is, but it's not.
Very Diablo.
We haven't hit the I mean, the option is like it's like all the options are just screaming at your face, like, "Hey, get this for 250 yen, maybe 450, more, maybe $10." I'm just like, excuse me.
This is like one-time bundle.
Excuse me. Where's the free one if I play a lot? Where's the give me the, please.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to like ship through all this stuff and just to try to get the next quest.
I play World of Warships, and from my first container, I got a premium ship that did cost 50 euros at the time. Damn.
Nice.
That game is apparently heavily paywalled. Yeah. The funny thing is, they actually released like, I think it was a few years ago, they released like a commercial that made fun of paywalled games. So it's a little ironic that now they're doing a paywall game. Like they had a commercial where they shit on it, and now they're doing it. So
100k USD to max of 5. Yeah, I'm not going. You can't. The best way to enjoy those kind of games, because the game mechanic when you play it on PC, it runs really smooth. I was surprised at how smoothly it runs. It is that Diablo experience of just like grinding game stuff. And then there's going to be a clear moment where there's like, gotta get that gem, dude. And then that's when I'm going to quit. I'm just going to be like, you know what?
That was fun. Let's move on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather play Path of Exile.
I'm not going to sink in. I don't usually like sink in like 100, 200 hours into these games.
Yeah.
Usually. So, unless it's like a really special game, but.
Yeah. Blizzard being an ass? No way. Yeah, no way. No way. That never happened. I'll wait for Diablo 4. Don't you guys have phones? Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that they brought it to like crossplay for PC.
I just thought, why not play Diablo 3? Yeah. Did you play Lost Ark? No, because we would not be able to play with you guys.
I mean, we played a bit of it.
And we tried, like, we just did like the tutorial area, but what's about it?
It was extremely mediocre.
Yeah. It wasn't really for us. So. And like the only reason I would play it is if you guys were playing it, but in Japan you can only play with in Asia server. So
yeah, Neo does a really good job of that, where it's like, you know, and of course like Diablo 3 also does a really good job of that. But I think Neo's kind of got that vibe too.
Yeah. still play old Diablo 2.
Because they brought it back, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, my piercing's doing good. I think this one's healing up really nicely. It's still a little sore. And then this is like, it's slowly, it's slowly fading away. Like it's not as red as before. There's still like a little like bump under my skin, but hopefully that goes away with time. So.
It was a nice little thing that we were doing for like maybe like an hour or two before he slept when she was in Osaka, and then we were just like, hey, let's try it out. It's so symmetrical, so who even cares?
Yeah, it's not like
it kind of looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of does. Like it looks like I did it on purpose. I don't really mind it.
One of those like scar tattoos.
Yeah, like scarification kind of thing. Yeah. So I don't really mind it.
It looks pretty good.
But yeah, no, like everyone, like all the girls on the trip, they're all like, like decent people. Like they're like really like they've got their life figured out, unlike me.
The raindrops.
So they go to bed really early. Yeah, they've got their shit handled. So they go to bed pretty early, and I'm over here like I can't sleep this early. It's still 11 p.m. I gotta do something. So I was like, Gray, can we play the? What are you talking about? You guys all sleep so early, and I was like, oh my god, you guys are like adults. You guys like go to bed at a decent time, and I'm over here like clicking away at my phone playing this game until like 2 a.m. I did send you drunk texts because we were drinking. It wasn't too. I only had 2 horoyoi, but I don't drink much, so I got drunk off 2 horoyoi.
Blue was drunk texting me, and I was like, "Whoa, she's going crazy right now." And like, because it's mobile, it's really hard to chat. So then, like every single time she's drunk and she's playing this game on mobile, and I can just chat over here. I'm like, "Hey, Blue, I'm going over here," and then her character would just stop for like a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it would be like, okay.
Because I don't know how to text him back. So it's like, okay. So I have to like exit out of the app and then type in my phone on iMessage to message him okay. Because I didn't know how to do the in-game chat. I figured it out later, but I didn't know you were drunk. Yeah, no, I got drunk off 2 horoyo. That's like the 3% drinks. Like, I didn't think. Yeah, would you rather go to sleep on time or fuck your cousin? Yeah. Which one? Which one would you do? Oh my god. We were playing Would You Rather, and some of the questions, like, because it was on like an app, and some of the questions were so bad. Some of it was like, what was it? Would you fuck your grandma or
See,
your
this is
your
why
cousin?
boys' night actually might be safer, because this is what they do, guys. All right, well, I'm over here listening to like Undertale music, and then you guys are playing. Weren't you guys playing a male-based one? So
yeah, it was like this app that Aki found, and it's like it's obviously made for dudes. Like it's obviously made for dudes, because one of the questions was, would you rather get a prostate exam or would you rather give a prostate exam? And it's like, what?
That's not what the boys do, though.
Like, I don't.
That's not what the.
I don't know.
Right? Yoshi, I'm scared. You're scaring me.
Or it was like, would you rather have a small dick or would you? It's like, I don't know.
The boys should. Ours would be so PG. It'd be like, would you guys rather have like we would try to get like creative with it, like just like try to blow each other's minds and just have these conversations.
Minds, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're blowing each other's minds, right?
Yeah. Apparently, while you guys are blowing each other with your non-existent penises with these freaking games.
Oh, you guys should get the girl version of Would You Rather. Yeah, good one, Gray.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're not helping.
All right, muted. Please.
Hi, Yoshi.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I think the boys would have a harder time if they had the girls edition, yeah. Would you rather get PMS? Would you rather have a heavy flow, or would you rather have PMS?
Heavy flow or PMS? See, I don't know what that means. Like, I know what you mean, but
exactly.
I can't put myself.
What do you think? Like, we were like, what? What the fuck is a prostate exam?
Fuck everyone else. I feel like That is something that it's really funny that I didn't even know there was an app like that out there.
I didn't know either.
It's funny. It needs to be like a group of guys and then just one girl. Or the opposite way where it's a bunch of you guys are playing that app with all these girls and just one dude in there.
Hey, Luke just turned to me and I said, "What is PMS?"
Oh. That means you're doing a good job, right? That means Peach doesn't have those times, right? Where you're on eggshells and you're like, "Hey, Blue, is it blood month?" And I'm not saying nothing. You're fine. You're beautiful, but
Oh my God, great! Don't. You're gonna dig a hole again. So just stop.
you got it. That's what that.
No,
sometimes you gotta.
In our community, me on my period, we call it the blood moon.
Yeah, we call it the blood.
Yeah, so it's the blood month.
Moon.
Yeah.
And Blue's like, sorry, I'm low energy. It's blood month or blood moon time. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's
But yeah, PMS is not just a bad mood. No.
Dude, Luke.
Don't. It's not just a bad mood. It's not.
Lucas Craigson. Lucas. Lucas.
It could be any symptoms associated with periods.
We cannot just. You ask nicely, in a very nice way, and you say, "Man,
Lucas Craigson."
Lucas Craigson, gross. If you've ever been in that situation, also if you are a girl that's been in that situation, there's nothing you can say because they know more than anything what's happening. We don't know shit, and then we're just like,
yeah, because you get so quiet because you like I usually tell you because sometimes like if the pain's really bad, I can't stream. I'll be like, great, I don't think I can stream today. Like, could you do a solo stream or like can we cancel?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, okay. And then all of a sudden he's gone. He's like, where'd he go? And he comes back with like a bag from the supermarket. He's like, here's all the shit you're gonna need today. Here you go. And he just leaves me alone.
yeah.
And then he comes back. He checks on me like every hour or whatever, 30 minutes. He's like, do you need anything? Do you want me to like?
I go to the.
Do you need a yogurt? Do you need me to drop a bath? You good? You good?
I've learned my lesson is that I don't say anything. I just go to the supermarket, buy a bunch of prune juice, and I just leave it on the table.
Yeah, he just gets me like a huge it's just like 10 prune juice just on the table.
And I say,
or
I'm
like
not gonna say anything.
occasional like Pocky or like chocolate. He's like, here's your prune juice, Gray. Not Gray, Blue.
I'm gonna be playing video games over here. If you need me, you can call me. I can leave the apartment. Go to my parents'
do you want
place.
some tea? You good? Yeah.
Yeah, you should only appear when you're summoned. Like I'm just gonna sit over here, you know. Anu's a really good helper in that time.
He's Gray's actually pretty good about it because he like prune juice. It helps with prunes. What is it? It's for
I don't know. You just told me to go buy prune juice like 3 years ago.
Fuck. What's the word? Not amnesia. What is it? What's my blood deficiency thing? What is it called? I'm
iron
anemic.
Iron deficiency.
Yeah, I'm iron deficient. So I'm anemic.
Iron, yeah.
So prunes help with helping your iron levels, as well as like they have like iron supplements, and you can also there's a lot of like iron heavy foods, and so Gray would look that up and like make dinner with like a lot of iron in it for me.
Yeah, so then I would just rip my arm off and then just put my blood in there and then
That's disgusting.
Tonight we feast on my blood. That's why we call it the blood moon.
And that's why now yeah, that's why I am
gotta get that
people
iron,
think I'm a vampire. Thank you.
Yeah. Gray doesn't know why. I just knows bye. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, exactly. I know the simple things. I can keep a checklist is what it is.
Yeah.
It was funny because every month, around the same time, I would go to. We used to live right by the. If you guys remember, like when we used to live in the other apartment, I would always go to the drugstore. Right, whenever I want to get a drink during stream or something, like I'm gonna go to the drugstore. It's like one like right by. So then I would go there, and then during that time of the month, I would just like empty out the place of all their prune juices, and then I would just like put it down in like the prune yogurt, and then they just know. So then the person there, after like a couple of years living there, she goes, "I hope your girlfriend's doing fine."
It's nice because they even recommended some stuff for you to get, right?
Yeah, she's like, if
So-
she's feeling this, you should get this, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
So he came home one day with like different things, and he's like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Oh, the person at the counter recommended me this." It's like, oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they know. They're like, you know, I hope your girlfriend's doing fine. Like, it's like, it's really bad this month. Yeah. So I'm
But,
like, I'm
yeah.
completely okay now. I'm like, I'm not shy, or like, I've never been shy. It's like weird to me where like, if you're like, oh, can you get some like,
Yeah, you just go get pads and like tampons for me.
Yeah.
Like no questions asked. So he's like, all you say is just, can you send me a picture? Because there's way too many. I can't choose. So
the first time I did that for you, I couldn't find it. So then I had to ask the person, hey, I'm looking for this.
yeah.
I'm looking for this product. Can you show me to this product? And it's just a picture of pads. Like, yeah, I'm looking for this. Like,
Yeah.
like just no shame. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I've never really been like ashamed of talking about it or anything. So, cause it's just like a normal problem. It's nothing to be like embarrassed about. So
Where-
hopefully like I'm not making like you guys uncomfortable, cause I do talk about it, you know, cause it is something that happens to me like on a regular basis. So
I bought bras for my ex before. Now that is a whole nother level of kind, because
I mean, you've got underwear for me before.
we were talking about that before, Nico, and it's like impossible for
Yeah, bras
if you're a
are-
dude and you're used to just buying underwear, which comes in extra small, medium, or large. It's unbelievable, like the science and math that goes into getting one bra, and it's like $60. It's just like, it's unbelievable.
It's super expensive.
So if you got the right size and you nailed it, that is S tier. That's S tier, partner.
Are we lagging?
Are we lagging? Lagging in what way?
Like delayed? Or
Oh, it's okay now. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Let us know. All good.
Sometimes, yeah. Twitches have been kind of weird
Damn.
recently, so.
It comes in small? Wouldn't know. What a Giga Chad. When did Luke become such a Giga Chad? Is he drunk? Are you drunk?
Are you drunk?
or just Sophie typing on his account? The only lag is in Gray's brain. Okay, hold up.
Boob sizes are like batteries,
Oh.
right? The more A's, the smaller. Yes, actually.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a whole. I've never. That's
That's the
very.
first time I've heard that comparison, but yeah.
That's fantastic. Triple A's. I'm a triple A. Hey, just joined the stream. What's the best ride at Universal Japan? Go.
I like the Harry Potter ride.
Boom.
That was a lot of fun.
I haven't gone to. I went when it first opened, back when I was in like 4th grade, and Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was the best. I wanted to go to the Hunter x Hunter show.
I know.
Dad. Sometimes, like, cause last time, remember when we switched monitors, the whole game lagged for everybody, and so we had to
No,
like
yeah,
reset
yeah.
the stream.
I'm bummed they replaced Back to the Future with Minions.
Oh,
though.
they don't have Back to the Future anymore?
They did not. It was a Minion land. I didn't like Peach and I didn't
Oh.
really stick around. We just left. Like, oh, okay.
I was
Minions, all right, we're gonna go.
I rode that when I first went. I was like, I've been to these places, right? Like over in Tokyo, we have something like an indoor amusement park called Joypolis that does a lot of this kind of stuff where it's like you go in, it's a ride, there's a screen, it's like 4D, whatever. I was knowing that and growing up with that, and of course I've been to like amusement parks. I was still blown away how big Back to the Future was, like the screen. Like I was like immersed, like it was like all around me, and the ride just starts off normal, and then like you're on the DeLorean, whatever, and then all of a sudden the thing opens, and it was like, normally I'm used to at attractions the screen being like this big, but it was like this big, and I was like, oh my god. Like I was very, very surprised in a good way. I was very, very impressed. Did they have backdraft still? That was a weird ride.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I was like, how is this a ride? But it's very scary. You see, and they made Spider-Man like a couple of years after I went, and I was like, that looks so fun.
You know, the Harry Potter area was super cool. I want to go back and just spend all day in the Harry Potter area.
I might be burned right now, Rock, but I've only seen a couple episodes of K-On!
Yeah, Gray. Next, we are going, right? We're gonna go, and when we go, you can go look at other places. But I'm just gonna stay in Hogwarts now.
I'll go to Spider-Man by myself.
That's fine, but I'm just gonna stay in Hogwarts.
So Butterbeer apparently doesn't have it, but
it does not.
Blue says that you could get.
Yeah, I was looking into it, and apparently the one in US like used to have the one with alcohol or something in it.
Yeah,
but I don't know about now.
What's Back to the Future? Just kidding. I know about kid kissing. Yeah, that's pretty much that's the premise of the movie. That's pretty much a really good premise of the movie right there. I mean, I would enjoy it.
I mean, I need to make Gray watch everything first, and then we need to figure out his.
Oh yeah, can you bring in alcohol? Is it just
no?
So is there alcohol in the park, like in the restaurants?
Yeah. You can get beer. Okay. Yeah.
Because like Disneyland, you can't, but you can in Disney Sea.
You can at USJ. Yeah.
They have Harry Potter craft beer. Look at
that. Is it honey beer? I don't know. I didn't get alcohol, so.
Namaste. What's going on?
What's
Namaste,
up?
India. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
I would really enjoy that. Like, I think it's just something that even I don't really.
No, we'll just watch it.
Is it better if I watch it?
I think so. I think you would appreciate more of the area. Yeah.
Is that the new wait, is Hogwarts Legacy the new
one? Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely want to play it.
I want to play it.
I want to play it.
Especially because I don't know anything about Harry Potter. I want to play it.
Yeah, I want to play it. Especially since like it's also co-op too. So it'd be kind of fun to do. I don't know if we'll play co-op, but yeah. I definitely
split control, baby.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, that game looks awesome. Back to the Future is the movie I saw the most often, like 50 times. Is it like it was kind of like the Star Wars trilogy for me. It would be like you watch it every year, but like when you feel sick and you don't know what to do, just put on the trilogy.
Yeah. Oh, but we're going Slytherin though. Sorry, you're not choosing. If we're split,
I'm a Gryffindor.
Well, so
I did the hat test and I was a Gryffindor.
When did you take this test, Gray? Maybe it's changed. You're supposed to like.
You think I'm a Slytherin?
No,
you think there's a chance that I'm a Slytherin?
No, of course not. You're such a textbook Gryffindor is gross. But no, like Gray is such a textbook. Like he's like textbook Gryffindor.
Do I have to go get prune juice right now, or is this just you being mean to me?
I don't need prune juice. I'm good.
I'm definitely not a Slytherin.
He is not.
Well, why do you make it sound like the way you just?
Oh, but Luke, sorry, you have to switch to Ravenclaw. You can't be a Slytherin with me because if the four of us go, it needs to be one of each house, and I'm definitely not a Ravenclaw. I'm not smart enough, so.
Gryffindor is like everybody splits into houses, right? Like their own teams. And Gryffindor is like the main one. It's the best one. It's the one with the main characters. It's the one. It's the one that objectively gets, most camera time.
Sure.
They're the core. They're the core. Mm-hmm. They are.
Peach is Hufflepuff. Yeah.
They're the Cloud. They're the Sora. Sora's a really bad example. They're the Goku. They're the core. This sounds boring as fuck. Come on! They're the best, man.
Go to my Vegeta.
Yeah, he's like the Naruto dude. I wish I was Slytherin. Green and black are my colors. Ravenclaw. So you're a basic bitch. Listen. We don't use that kind of language in the door. Okay? We don't use it in the door. I'm sorry. As a Gryffindor, you wouldn't understand. We call each other door. Our brethren call each other door.
That's so lame.
What do you guys call yourself?
That's so lame.
What would you call yourself? What do Slytherins call Slytherins? Rins?
No.
Are you a Rin?
That sounds better than door.
What are you talking about? Door sounds great, dude. The Door? God, it sounds powerful. Not Doors the Explorers, no. Now I don't want to be in Gryffindor. Come on. Dude, I'm telling you. I can't wait to play this game. Wait, in this game, do you guys know about the game? Do we get to pick the class at the beginning, or do we go through a test and figure out who we really are? And it's like,
even then, I'm still gonna be Slytherin, so I don't know what you're trying to prove.
No, because it's gonna be, if that's the case, then split. So we get half of the questions, and then we'll split that, and then we'll see what not blue is or what gray is, but what Blluist is. Right? As a Harry, what?
Do you want to take the test? See what Blluist is with the two of us. How are we gonna decide on the answers?
When the game comes out, is there a way to just sleep outside of these houses? Sounds stupid. Speaking of that, wasn't there a tour that you can take of Hogwarts?
There is, yeah.
That's not the ride.
Yeah, I really wanted to go. I wanted to do the Hogwarts, the castle tour. So I'll have to do that next time. But
Blue suddenly had a British accent with that. Do you want to take a test? How do you sound British? You want to take it? You want to take a test?
God.
She's turning Potter. She's turning Potter. The Sorting Hat now, so she can ensure she's a Slytherin later. I'm telling you.
No, I am.
Blue, you don't need to do this.
I don't need to do any kind of proof to show.
Blue is.
I think
we actually took the test. Maybe it was like last year. I got Gryffindor again. Blue got,
typical. Yeah.
Yeah, but Blue got, Slytherin.
I think we're both textbook examples of our house.
You can check it out, Pottermore, I believe.
Yeah.
Pottermore.
I can give you the link.
So now Blue's real name is Rin. Well, Rock, it's I thought in a relationship, eye contact is really important, but for Blue, I guess it's
I have to turn all the way around.
You see? She calls it trouble, I call it love. Patronus? So that's the charm that what wasn't a Patronus?
You haven't taken that one yet.
Oh.
And mine's a bat.
A bat.
Yeah.
Harry Potter is British, ain't it? So speaking of which, that was one of the hardest things when we were playing Dragon Quest XI, is that they gave people British accents in text, and it was a nightmare.
That's what I was gonna do, Chode. I thought it'd be fun for Gray to just take the test right now. See his knowledge about the world. Okay.
You ask me the questions, and then I'll answer them, and we'll see.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe I'm not a Gryffindor.
Wait, no, not the Sorting Hat. We're talking about the Patronus.
What the hell? Was that fun?
Yeah.
Who cares about the Patronus? Is that important in Harry Potter?
Oh my God. Gray's not a real fan?
I'm not. I don't know anything. You didn't explain. All you said was it was a charm. It's a charm. It's like, okay.
Yeah, everyone cares, Gray.
It's like a materia.
It's a huge part of the movies and the lore.
Okay, so how do we do this?
It's also like a personality thing too, because the animal that forms from the Patronus represents you.
Okay.
So.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I have to make an account for you, so give me a second.
Okay. You can have the test up on stream, but I need you to verbally ask me the question so I can.
Yeah, I'm going to.
So what's the best Patronus? What's the best one, guys?
There's no best one.
What's the coolest one? Like which one? If I got it, you'd be like, damn, that's fucking sick. A salmon?
Yeah, you need to make an account really quick. So.
Dragon Anu? That'd be pretty cool. Telling Greyhound. A field mouse? Is that cool? Or that's probably not cool. Charizard? Okay. A jaguar? Luke got a mole rat?
Wait, Peach, what's yours?
All right.
Mole rat?
The bar is mole rat. Guys, the bar is mole rat. Let's see if we can... We have to beat Luke's mole rat.
Siberian cat.
So is it just anything? Can you get like a stick?
You could get a golden retriever.
Are these all
Probably
animals?
what yours is. It's animals.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's all animals. Oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Just cool animals, like a
Yeah.
cheetah. Okay. The bat's pretty cool.
I know it fits me, right?
None of you guys can pull a fucking horse out of. Are you a horse? Oh, you have a horse. If Greg gets a dog, we're summoning out a mole that scares away Dementors. That's one badass. I mean, if you've seen Kim Possible, that mole rat's pretty cool. What's his name? Jared?
If Greg is a dog, yeah, that's like just like perfect.
I'm not, and I'm gonna answer it honestly. So Blue, you're gonna have the test up on the screen, right? Rufus.
I'll even go. We can even do. Do you want to do the? We could do the wand test too.
Don't you just get a wand?
You can test what your wand is.
What does that mean? It's just a piece of stick.
Oh my God, get out of here!
Isn't it about what you do to the stick that matters?
No, the wand
What you do with
chooses
it?
the wizard, Gray.
But I'm the wizard.
Exactly. So that's why you have to answer the questions to get your wand, so it can choose you.
What do they
Oh my God, just a stick. Who is this guy?
guys, look, listen.
My
No, I'm
God.
not saying
He's
that.
terrible. Terrible.
I'm
person.
saying that it doesn't matter what the stick is. What you do with the stick is what matters. I hope you get salmon.
All right, hold on. Let me pull up the
Okay, I'm trusting the process. Okay, I'm not questioning it. Okay, fine. I believe you guys. I trust you guys. We will play the game though, 100%. The game looks fucking badass.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's not about the. Does it come in different sizes
Of course it does.
or girth,
Of course it does.
or is it more like
No,
the
it's
design?
like it's the length and
Hey,
design
Super, how
and
are
the
you?
material and the wand core.
One core?
Yeah, just
What? Aren't I the core?
no.
Oh.
Like what the wand is made out of. All right, ready?
You're not a Gryffindor. You're a homeschooled wizard.
Yeah. He's just a muggle.
That's really funny.
He's just a muggle.
I'm gonna think about that comment.
All right, ready, guys?
Yeah, go ahead. All right, hit me with the questions. I'm trying to find my Patreon. Go.
He's trying to find his patron. All right. You gotta choose. Oh shit! No, it has to be on. Oh crap! It has to be on instinct, Gray. It has to be really quick, so you have to be here.
Oh, these are fire rounds.
Like these are fire rounds.
Fire rounds. All right,
So
let's go.
you actually need the screen up.
It's
I can't read it out. Yeah.
It's timed?
Yeah.
Jayada. What does that mean?
No, you
How
just
am I
have
gonna-
to answer really quickly.
How am I gonna
so.
jiggle through that if it's?
It's
Oh,
really quick.
I can just
Yeah,
have
you
your
just have it
screen.
up-
Oh,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you mean
Yeah.
like I need to log in.
No.
All right, hold up. Okay, hold up. Okay, you guys ready? Let's go. Everyone can see this, right?
Yes,
Oh,
they
there's
can see
music.
this.
There's music.
I know. I turned it on.
Wait, I should be.
Oh god, it's really loud though.
Okay, no bullshit. I'm gonna go as honest as I can here.
Okay.
Yes. Discover your Patronus. You can only discover
ready?
your Patronus once the questions are timed. Go with your instincts.
Ready?
Hi. All right, let's see what I got.
Think of your happiest memory.
Okay.
It's a chihuahua. Hello, thank you so much for that tier 1.
Son.
Okay. It just which one comes to mind first? Yeah.
I'm so focused.
You gotta focus, Gray.
I'm focusing. Improve. No, make. Fuck.
No, you said improve.
There were more letters in improve.
What? That's fine.
I'm more of a maker.
You are, but it's fine.
Feel. Is that it? What was that? Your patron is given. Don't give up.
Patronus!
Sorry, I can't. Free. My Patronus is almost here. Impress.
Okay. But yeah, my patron's almost here.
The music
about to
is
get-
so loud I can't hear anything. But I feel like I should be immersed.
Oh no.
Blue, the
Oh, no.
screen stopped!
Oh no! It's glitching! What the hell? Wait, what? It crashed.
What's my Patronus?
Fuck, we're gonna have to do it again. Hold on. Sorry, we have to do it again. I'm sorry, it glitch crashed. Yeah, it crashed.
It's a 404 error. What the fuck? What the heck?
What? Oh, you already have it?
Oh. So it's continued? It's continued?
You already have it for some reason.
Dude, this is bad at. What? It's a dog! Yeah, I got a dog! Woo! Is that good? I don't know. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why is everyone laughing? Is that...
It's so accurate!
It's an Irish wolfhound.
Yeah, it's a type of, it's a Psyhound, like on there.
I got Anu.
Basic, right? Isn't Irish Wolfhound a Psyhound?
Yatta. So, guys, I'm a Gryffindor. You're laughing way too much at this.
Because you're a dog.
Was it that predictable?
It's so predictable, yeah.
Of course he gets a dog. This is scripted. It's a fucking Snoopy fest.
Oh, sorry, no, they're not a Psyhound. Never mind.
I'm
They're
happy.
not a Psyhound.
I'm happy with getting a dog.
It's this one.
I'm too easy to read.
Dog. Yeah.
That looks amazing. Program is a paid actor. Why is... You got a weasel?
No, it is.
A magpie.
Oh,
What's
I'm
a
confused.
magpie?
Magpie's a bird.
A bird? That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
So, what's the worst? Like, can you actually...
You can actually get a salmon.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Well, Pope, I did the Pottermore test, and I
Yeah.
got Gryffindor.
But I already know mine, so.
The patron... Wait, can I read it? The Patronus turned. It was cantering... Is about me? Oh,
yeah.
no. Or...
It was cantering back towards Harry. No, it's like from the book. That's when he summoned his Patronus.
I'm a dog. A
Dog.
wild cat?
My Patronus is a bat.
Let's go.
A worm would be pretty lame.
I got dog.
Yeah. Sorry, Gray. You're too easy to read.
I think... Is it? I was so serious right there.
No, yeah. So that's a good thing. So that means, yeah.
Okay, my stick. Can we... I want to know what my stick is.
Okay, let's do your. Do you want to redo your house? I bet 100% you're gonna get Gryffindor again, but
We can do house. Yeah.
okay.
This one's long, right?
Okay, then let's do wand first because it's shorter.
Okay. Find your
Let's
wand.
find your wand, Gray.
Do I need to answer questions?
Yes, you do.
For my wand?
Yes,
Okay.
for your stick.
Okay.
'Kay.
First of all, would you describe yourself as tall?
These are not timed.
This is... I'm short. That's how
This is what you would describe yourself, remember?
My eyes are black. What was the day on which you were born? Wait,
An
was the
even
day that
number?
you were an even number? These are just facts.
You'll see.
Do you most pride yourself in your determination, imagination, resilience, intelligence, kindness, optimism, or originality? Imagination. Traveling alone down a deserted road, you reach a crossroads. Do you continue left towards the sea, right towards the castle, ahead towards the forest? Ahead towards the forest. Do you most fear fire, darkness, isolation, heights, or small spaces? In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? A silver dagger, ornate mirror, glittering jewel, bound scroll, golden key, dusty bottle, or a black glove?
I know what he's going to choose.
I don't think you would do, baby.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. Silver dagger.
I fucking knew it. Fucking knew it.
It sounds cool.
Fucking knew it.
It sounds cool.
Fucking knew it, yeah.
It sounds cool.
What else would you choose?
Okay. Oh, is that it? Everyone knew it?
Yeah, wow, so surprising.
English oak wood with a dragon core 12 3/4 inch and a surprising swishy flexibility. A wand for good times and bad. This is a friend as loyal as the wizard who deserves it. Wands of English oak demand partners of strength, courage, and fidelity. Less well known is the propensity for owners of English oak wands to have powerful intuition and often an affinity with the magic of the natural world, with creatures and plants that are necessary to wizard kind for both magic and pleasure. The oak kind tree is called King of the Forest from the winter solstice up until the summer solstice, and its wood should only be collected during that time. Holly becomes king as the days begin to shorten again. And so, who's Holly? Should only be gathered as the year wanes. This divide is believed to be the origin of the superstition. When his wand's oak and her holly, hers is holly. Then
Holly's a plant, yeah.
Then to marry be folly. A superstition that I have found. Is somebody talking to me?
Yes.
It is
They're
said
telling
that
you about your wand, your stick.
Okay. The wand was English oak. Okay, can I read about the dragon core? Or was that just... As a rule, dragon heartstrings produce wands with the most power for a powerful wizard like I, and which are capable of the most flamboyant spells.
Who's Holly?
Dragon wands tend to learn more quickly than other types. While they can charge allegiance if won from their original master, they always bond strongly with the current owner. The dragon wand tends to be easiest to turn to dark arts, though it will not incline that way of its own accord. So it's only if I decide to become dark. It is also the most prone of the three cores to accidents, being somewhat temperamental. 12 3/4 length. Is that something I can read too? The following notes on the wand length and flexibility are taken from notes on the subject by Mr. Garrick Ollivander, wandmaker. Most wands will be in the range of between 9 and 14 inches. While I have sold extremely short wands, 8 inches and under, a very long wand over 15 inches, these are especially rare. In the latter case, a physical peculiarity demand the excessive wand length. However, abnormally short wands usually select those in whose character something is lacking, rather than because they are physically undersized. So I'm like perfect. Surprisingly swishy flexibility. Let's read that one. The following notes.
I don't remember
the
what
following
my wand
notes
was.
on wand length and flexibility are taken from notes on the subject by Mr. Garrick. Wand flexibility or how do you read that? Rigidity denotes the degree of adaptability and willingness to change possessed by the wand and owner pair. Although, again, this factor ought not to be considered separately from the wand would, core and length, nor of the owner's life experience and style of magic, all of which will combine to make the wand in question unique.
No.
I'm not basic. That shit. I'm flexible. I can go dark. Okay, my wand is a little bit flimsy, but it's got potential. This is a wand of potential, I think.
What a stereotypical Gryffindor stick.
Is it?
That I don't know.
What a stereotypical. Yeah. Are you saying that my wand is mid? Is that what you guys are saying?
It's mid, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what my wand was.
Unremarkable. Let's do the house quiz. Let's see who I am. I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get sorted.
You got, dude. I change, guys. People change. COVID changed me. Maybe we change.
All right, see you, Bear. Have a good night.
Yo, you take care, Bear. Thanks for hanging out, man.
All right, choose one
Stars.
to continue.
This is different.
4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you drink? The smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums?
Okay.
Or the mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that make you see strange visions? Or foaming, frothy, silvery liquid that sparkles as though containing ground diamonds? Or a golden liquid so bright that it hurts the eye and which makes sunspots dance all around the room?
What's the first one? I don't remember this test.
Smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums.
That sounds like candy. So I'm gonna pick this one.
Okay. All right. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? Cats, toads, or owls?
Owls.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to cats.
All right. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose? A barn owl.
Barn owl.
Have they updated this test? I didn't have these questions. Tawny owl, a snowy owl, a screech owl, or a brown owl? Yeah, this test is different.
Wait, go back.
Yeah, I did it like years ago, and this is so much different.
Hey, but the barn owl, or what's the other one?
Tawny?
Placid stick.
A tawny owl,
Wait,
a
no,
snowy owl.
I don't care about the other all these ones. I would never pick these ones. I'm talking about the first two.
Barn owl or the tawny.
I want the tawny owl.
Okay.
Loneliness. What's the next
Which
one?
of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? Loneliness, boredom, hunger, being ignored, or cold?
Boredom.
Yeah. Given the choice, would you rather invent a potion that would guarantee you glory, love, power, or wisdom?
The hell does glory mean? Glory. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Late at night, walking alone down the street, you hear a peculiar cry that you believe to have a magical source. Do you draw your wand and stand your ground?
Yeah.
Withdraw into the shadows to await development while mentally reviewing the most appropriate defensive and offensive spells should trouble occur? Draw your wand and try to discover the source of the noise? Or proceed with caution, keeping one hand on your concealed wand and an eye out for any disturbances?
Go one back. What's the first one? Draw your wand and stand your ground. Easy.
Okay. If you could have any power, which would you choose? The power to read minds, the power to change the past, the power of invisibility, the power to speak to animals, the power of superhuman strength, the power to change your appearance at will.
Talk to animals. Wait. No. Gray. Think. I'm only thinking about Anu right now.
Superhuman strength.
Superhuman strength
animals,
is garbage.
Visibility, power to change the past, or power to read minds.
The power to read minds is just gonna hurt my feelings, so I would rather change the past. No, it's fine. Don't change it.
Power of invisibility, power to speak animals, superhuman strength, or change your appearance.
I want to talk to like birds and shit. I want to talk to animals. It's either that or change my appearance. But what would I change it to? Like, I can only think of like really dirty things that I can do, and I don't want to be a dirty human being. You know, like I feel like I would just make me a bad person. So I'm gonna go power to speak to animals.
Heads or tails?
Heads. Oh, what am I? I could be different, guys. I could be different. I'm Hufflepuff.
Oh, you're not a Gryffindor.
I've changed.
I'm surprised.
I've evolved.
Wait, I'm surprised.
Yes. All right, guys. I'm huffing.
You're huffing. You probably know that some of Hufflepuff's most renowned members include Nymphadora Tonks and Cedric Diggory.
I don't know who those
But
are.
did you know that Hufflepuff's house ghost, the Fat Friar, still resents the fact that he was never made a cardinal, or the Hufflepuff has produced the fewest dark wizards of any house at Hogwarts?
There were some answers though that it was like the best of both. Like that's like the best I could pick, but I wouldn't pick it. I think those are unfair questions.
Congratulations, I'm Prefect Gabriel Truman, and I'm delighted to welcome you to the Hufflepuff house. Our emblem is the badger, an animal that is often underestimated because it lives quietly until attacked, but which, when provoked, can fight off animals much larger than itself, including wolves. Our house colors are yellow and black, and our common room lies one floor below the ground on the same corridor as the kitchens. Gaming Gray is usually huffing copium. Damn, okay, listen. Okay. Hey, I'm roomies with Peach now. You are. So roomies! Yeah. Roomies, come over here. Give me a hug. Woo! We're huffing and puffing. Let's go. Is there a breakdown? No, there is no breakdown. She's like, she's trying to be like, this can't be right. This fucking can't be right. Like, I can't believe I'm in the same house as Gray. We're the same, Peach Milky. We're like the same, girl. I don't believe it. He chose glory. I know. But I think it's the fact that he chose talking to animals and the fact that he was defensive when there was like some kind of noise. I'm surprised you didn't choose the one where you went to go investigate. Well, I was ready to fight. I just suspected that they were trying to fight me. No, that was just being defensive if someone came at you. So I thought you would physically go out and see what it was. What was causing that? I just assumed in the Harry Potter world when something peculiar happens, it's either something coming after. Because it's just like you're sensing something is weird. So guys, I'm gonna start a new channel with Peach Milky. We're gonna be called the Hufflepuffers. Yeah, we're gonna be called Hufflepuff Milky, and we're gonna be doing a lot of really wholesome content about. It's just Milky. Hufflepuff and Milky Gray. That sounds hella erotic, but it's extremely wholesome. We're just gonna be talking about what it's like to be a Hufflepuff, like just the life of a Hufflepuff, just Hufflepuff things. Just Hufflepuff things. Oh, so I think this is gonna be new content. I think that's funny. Baking stream. Joey's also Hufflepuff. Oh, really? Okay, so we're gonna be called the Hufflepuff and Gray Man. It's gonna be really, really wholesome content. So I think in our friend group, there's no more Gryffindors. You were the only Gryffindor, we thought. I took the test twice. Yeah. And both of them, the first 2 times it was the same test. I've never done this one before. This is the official one. Yeah. So the other ones you took are lies. Yeah. And then Luke, isn't Luke Slytherin? Yeah, he is. Luke and Blue can start their own really toxic. Yeah, Luke, you want to start a podcast with me? Super toxic channel. I don't know what it's called. Slytherin Glycerin. It's freaking gross. So. It's gonna be Slytherin into my DMs. Slytherin into my DMs. So it's gonna be. Toxic channel. I don't think Peach wants me to be a Hufflepuff. I don't get it. A YT prank channel? I think you are still very... I still believe you're a Gryffindor, though. I think you're much more Gryffindor than Hufflepuff. Everybody... I don't know what Hufflepuff means. Like, I don't know... Are they, like, just wholesome? They're very wholesome. Ravenclaw. Is anybody Ravenclaw? Who's Ravenclaw here? Is anybody Ravenclaw? Otaku, you are? Yeah, they're not competitive at all. Like, they're very passive people. Wait, I'm... pretty competitive. You are. That's what I'm saying. I think that's why she's saying you're not a Hufflepuff. Oh, we got some Ravenclawers in here. I want to see another Squid Game like YouTube series, except teams are Harry Potter houses, and Peach is not having it the whole entire time. Like, just like, well, actually, if Joey's there, it's fine. But if it's me, it's like this means so much more. I was a Gryffindor, dude. Trust me, Dogan. I was a door just like you, but things just change over time. I guess so. Well, now I'm scared. I'm scared to take the test. What if I'm not a Slytherin? I'd probably cry myself to sleep. Ravenclaw House Magpie, but it's so perfect. It's so perfect. Cedric Diggory is like the only Hufflepuff I can think of, and he was pretty competitive. That's true. I suppose so, yeah.
What do I now do as Ravenclaw? You're like, to me, Slytherin is like, just like the antagonist type kind of edgy, but like Ravenclaws are like the real edgy ones, is my image. Coming from a person that has no, I'm just judging by the logo, because I don't know anything about Harry Potter. Slytherin values ambition, cunning, leadership, and resourcefulness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, because it's a Raven. I don't know anything about Harry Potter, but Ravenclaw seems pretty edgy.
I'm trying to see if I can find my old account.
You remember how in the story Harry was sorted into Slytherin, but he was like, not Slytherin, and the hat is like, are you sure? You would do great in Slytherin. That was great just now. The hat is like, you'd be good in Gryffindor. But it was like, no, I can't be a door. I can't be a door. My girlfriend will never let me hear the end of it. So the hat put him in Hufflepuff. Don't think too much into it.
True.
Shen's already thinking of the lore behind it. Intelligence, learning, wisdom, and wit. I want to hang out with the doors. Is that okay? Can I hang out with the... I feel like Hufflepuffs are great. Like we can be allies, but I want to hang out with the doors.
I mean, I feel like even if... I think you are Gryffindor, though. So I think you're fine.
I'm a door, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Slytherin is high-key racist.
What?
Oh, no. When we start streaming this game, and there's going to be like all these people that are going to be... that have no idea what's going to... I have no idea what the politics of Harry Potter is. It's true? Oh, no. Oh no. Oh, are they really mean towards muggles?
I mean...
Are they just terrible beings, huh? You
want to...
Not you, not the
people,
Doors,
yeah.
the band. You just want to be a door.
True. Are you saying wizard. I would become a Death Eater? Is that what you're saying, Pete?
The Harry Potter world is weird. Slytherin keep making mass murders, and the school are just like, yeah, it's fine. The other test that was fun was the dere test. Like, which dere are you?
Oh, yeah, that one was
Are
fun,
you
yeah.
tsundere? Are you like yandere? Are you dere?
Yeah.
That was the one we took ages ago too. Yeah, blue was kudere.
That was kudere, yeah. I mean, can you see anything else for me? So.
The dirty muggles. Muggles are like, we're like muggles, right? In the Harry Potter world.
Yeah.
We would be muggles. Didn't Ron or whoever say that there has never been a bad wizard that wasn't in Slytherin? Mudbloods. Is that like the racist term?
That's
Should
the
I have
racist
not said
term, yeah.
that?
Yeah, don't say that.
Is
terrible, yeah.
It's extremely racist in the Harry Potter world.
Now I want to take... Yeah, the tests are really fun. I really don't... Yeah.
The Hitman clip? Which one? There's too many. The M word? When does that game come out? What's it called? Harry Potter and the Source... What is it? Harry Potter game?
Next year? I don't know, though. But...
Hogwarts Legacy 2022?
Oh, is it this year?
It's not Wizards Unite, right?
No.
Hogwarts Legacy on Steam comes out... Oh, it just says 2022. With a hard G. End of 2022? This game looks pretty great. Is it? It's an open world game, right? You gotta take the test again, guys. See who you are in 2022. How did COVID change you? Yeah, Chode's asking, will Blue take a retake? 19th century? Am I gonna need to know a lot of Harry Potter lore to understand it? In the trailer, it seemed like anyone could enjoy it. Not at all? Okay, that's good. I was wondering if I needed to know any of the lore to enjoy the game.
I don't think so.
It's way before Harry Potter.
Before the Harry Potter.
Oh, that's okay. I'm excited. I want to play this game. This game looks great. I hope it's not like a 300-hour game, though, because we won't be able to finish it on stream. Is this going to be the next Elden Ring? I hope so, but I don't think so. Because people ask us, like, what game are you looking forward to? And I can't think of anything besides Pokemon right now. The Elden Wand. I used to free roam in the old Harry Potter games so much. I'm going to love it. Sitting in a corner eating every flavor of beans all day trying to find the grass flavor. Well, when we had those jelly beans, when someone had jelly beans the other day, I might have asked for the grass ones. This is going to be the Dark Souls of Harry Potter games. Oh, Digimon Survive, huh? That game's finally coming out. I've never played a Xenoblade game. Blue has, but true. It might be hit or miss. Like I agree with you. But I think we can have, even if we don't finish the game, depending on how the game is, I think we can have some fun streams. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter Rise. I can't wait to play that. So I have the game on Switch, and I'm waiting because I originally bought Rise on the Switch, so I played a shit ton of that, and then I bought it on PC again, but I'm like super behind. And I honestly just like, people know this about me, but I just really like I like handheld consoles a lot. So I really like playing on the Switch, but it's so much smoother on the PC. Yeah, mine's the opposite way. Yeah, for me, Switch has a lot more progress. I'm excited for Sunbreaker. Now that I've seen the light of the hunting horn. It's people were telling me before, Gray, play Hunting Horn. And I was like, I don't know. And then I love it. Yeah, I wish you could switch your file, but you gotta start from the beginning. A little bit of reality check. Sorting people into groups based on their personality characters is called tracking. Super harmful to students. So if there's any school out there, non-fiction schools out there that are doing that, it's not just for play or a fictional world, stop doing it. Stop tracking your students. It's toxic. Yeah, I was always a longsword guy, and then I tried out Hunting Horn for the first time in Rise, and I'm having a blast. I always like in games, like even in like Octopath Traveler and like other RPG games, I really like buffers and debuffers. Like I love that role. But I like to see the enemy get weaker, and I also like to see us getting stronger. Primrose, hell yeah. Blue's murder tendencies. The intervention that we need to have. I mean, the one that we discussed about last time, that intervention. I'm scared to talk about that. Are you a sit back and do HH player? Or, I love the combos. I think I'm going hard. I'm not a like a pro at the game or anything, but I'm in there doing damage. Because the Hunting Horn, you benefit off the Hunting Horn if you can get in combos too. And it does pretty good damage. So I like going in there. The balcony killer. The balcony murder. Do you think in the next 2 years Blluist will actually get their hands on a PS5? Not that we've been really trying, but I do want to try out some PS5 stuff in the near future. The stuns in the heads are really good, and it's very lean. At least Rise, because I didn't play it before. It's really lenient on the hits. Like Monster Hunter World, when I was playing on Longsword, was pretty strict on timings and stuff like that, and where you hit. Rise has just overall just been really lenient about where you hit and stuff like that, and like the combo ender and stuff like that. So it's super fun to just bash their heads. Oh, does anybody have the Steam Deck? If anybody has a Steam Deck, how is it?
Yeah, I want one so bad.
As a lover of handheld consoles, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of it. Unless you get sponsored or something. Because the people that were like early adopters that pre-ordered it are still not getting it, right? Long Bogan. Are they backed up? Yeah, over here in Japan, like they only talk about articles, but it's been a. What's that? There's that other. I was looking up Steam Decks, and they were talking about this other handheld PC that costs a shit ton more, but is apparently way better than the current Steam Deck. Aya Neo, that one. The Aya Neo, and it kind of looks like a Switch. It aesthetically looks better, in my opinion, than a Steam Deck.
Or mixed reviews, yeah.
But it's like way more expensive, but
I think it'd be fun to do like Monster Hunter on Steam Deck.
Yeah,
instead,
it's super expensive, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the cheapest.
So I got to play a little bit of Final Fantasy 14 in a park.
Oh right, yeah. You tried that out, right?
On I forgot what the other it was an Aya Neo, but my friend was like, dude, check this out, and then he had like one of those mobile PCs, and damn, that was nice. That was a really like, whoa, that's crazy. I'm playing 14 right now, like in a park. Yeah, 14 on the go.
Yeah. You can fish whenever you want, right?
Yeah. I'd rather buy a laptop. That's the thing, right? Like once you start like getting into gaming PCs and seeing how the parts are and like how expensive things are, when you see a mobile device, like you're paying a lot for the mobility of it. Mm-hmm. So how much are you willing to pay? And then the Steam Deck kind of like knocks it out of the park. It's like, oh, it's cheap, relatively. Plus, it can do all this stuff. But at the end of the day, like to get all that technology into a small thing in good casing, that's what you're paying for. And it's like, I'm just gonna be playing on the bed, so I'm not gonna pay an extra $1,000 for that. Like, I don't know what he was running as it. I don't know. But he was like, oh, I'm playing 14, just gathering, just doing some of the dailies here on the train. And then I was like, we were all hanging out with friends, and I was like, dude, can I see it? and then we were just like checking it out. Like everyone's having a conversation. We were just like, just two nerds, just like checking out the Steam, like not the Steam Deck, but this device that he had. It was super cool. Man, I wish the Switch was kind of like that, but. Because you can do like.
It's still pretty limited.
I tried to play 14 on my bed using remote play and on an iPad, and it was just like such a hassle to get that work.
I mean, you could do like the VR thing, right? But not need everything on Bluetooth. Right, so I'm saying everything would have to be Bluetooth, including the controller. But if you can get a Bluetooth controller, that would work. Yeah. Right, we don't have Bluetooth on this PC. We're still looking into it. We've just been really busy, so we haven't been able to check out that one place that we talked about before. Yeah. So. Hopefully we can get that set up soon, but yeah, until it gets a little less hectic, we won't be able to set up the PO box. But we'll let you guys know once we get that set up. So, your house changed. What were you before, and what are you now? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Slytherin, welcome to the best house. Welcome.
Yeah, we've been playing a little bit of Diablo Immortal. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's definitely that Diablo experience.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten into any of the content where we need to start like dumping money, and we're probably gonna stop once we get there. So.
Yeah, it's very nostalgic for sure.
Very nostalgic, yeah.
Because Diablo was actually the first game we played
together as a couple.
Like, yeah, when we started dating.
Yeah.
So it's bringing back a lot of memories of like, because back then we would have never imagined that we would be playing games together like on a daily basis on stream, right? So like back then we would just play after work and stuff, and it's just like now it's completely different. So
it's pretty crazy. Like at the time, I wasn't playing video games for like a good amount of years. And my ex-girlfriend wasn't really into video games, so it's not something that we did together. Started dating Blue, and we're like, we should figure out something, like.
I told you how much I like video games.
Yeah, I was like, let's do something. It's like I haven't played games in a while, and then so
we looked up like co-op game.
And then we did Diablo 3, and then we got hooked. Played that, and then just video games just kind of became a thing that we played together. Played Persona, played Detroit, and many other games in between. And then now, like, that's like the center of what we do every day. Yeah. So it's kind of mind-blowing. It blows my mind, man. Yeah, that article, Sasquatch, the 100K thing.
Yeah, it's insane, right?
It's fucking gnarly.
I saw that. I sent that to Gray.
So when I played on PC, Shen, it crashed every single time I tried to get into the Japanese server once. And then when I rebooted it, it worked. So it's a little
wonky.
Diablo Immortal.
Just don't spend money on it.
Yeah, I think if you can stop yourself, if you don't mind that, unless you are willing to pay the money, it's your money. You do whatever you want with it. But like, if you're just trying to go casual, like, it's gonna be very expensive when you really want to go into end game stuff. Yeah,
because you can still play a lot of the game without spending money. So it's not like necessary. It's not like they're gonna be like, they don't like block you with a paywall or anything.
Yeah, they suggest it a lot of times.
Yeah, they suggest it a lot, but
4K and still didn't get a 5-star legendary. That shit's rough. Yeah, I know it's like a really polarizing game, but we're enjoying.
Fun to play casually.
Yeah, but you can't be in that gamer mindset a little. You got to be in a little bit of that normie mindset of like, I'm just gonna enjoy it, have a good time. This mechanic is very smooth. It's fun.
No, you don't need the best gear. It's just
having fun
a little bit, and then
you'll probably move on to something else. Like
Monster Hunter. That's another grindy game, but you don't need to pay anything. So there you go. We're talking about Hunting Horn.
Yeah.
Sunbreak.
Yeah, I can't wait. I kind of want to play that game.
You should. Have you seen the new moves for Hunting Horn?
No.
Dude, I want to show you. We can watch it on stream together.
Okay.
It's like, have you guys seen all the new moves for all the weapons coming out for Sunbreak?
Everybody gets one new move. Is that what it is?
But they're making it so you can switch. Actually, like, you know how when you have your bug move, you have to like assign it before you go on a hunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, they're making it so you can just switch. You can switch out in the field, so you can do it like mid combo.
It's actually Heartbreak's gonna be hard. With Gray's Gotcha, you might get a 5-star first try.
Okay.
You want to turn off the music?
Yep. This is the Hunting Horn one.
Yep. I had like the Xenogura one's like this really is like a guitar. I loved it.
Oh, the weapon, yeah.
Yeah. I won't get one until the bitter end.
I will not, but why is the quality so bad?
Yeah. Silkbind Shockwave.
Hold on. So, yeah. Some of these you already have, right?
I don't remember the names of it.
Yeah. That's the
one you can switch, okay?
Yeah. So Silkbind Shockwave you already have.
Silkbind
the
Shockwave
Slide Beat. Slide Beat's the one you have already.
Slide
Silkbind Shockwave's new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one where you twirl it around.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
You have the swing combo.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you did.
I don't think.
Did you not?
Isn't that why it says it's new?
No, the Silkbind Shockwave's new. But
And then you can combo into
the
a
slide beat. Yeah, yeah.
I love that part. That's the best part.
So yeah.
You know.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I've seen people like the controversy about the longsword.
Oh yeah, let's not talk about the longsword. Oh god.
Although I love the longsword, but I don't want people that play longsword feel like shamed about it. But like,
But yeah, they're buffing longsword way too much. It's like it's such like a clear favorite of theirs that they need to really.
they
balance it
named
out.
they named a move after
Like,
the expansion.
The expansion, yeah. So this is Instant Glaive. This is what I play, right? And this
Longsword's fun, man.
The
I
new
love
one's
longsword.
super cool looking. You actually send out your bug. This one.
Longsword bow main, and even I feel like they've gone too far.
The thing with this is I think the meta's gonna change where people are gonna start using different bugs because of this.
The fact that you can switch skits. Boring next. These are the guys that are always just jumping around all the time.
Yeah,
Love it.
that's me.
The acrobatic.
I'm your little mosquito.
That's a new move.
No, the
Awakened
only ones.
Kinsect
Yeah,
attack.
the
Kinsect slash.
awakened insect attack one. But it's nice because you can send out your bug to damage them too now. So, because they used to just sit on your arm after you got all the nectars, right? That's pretty cool.
I tried dual wielding blades for a bit, but I went back to hunting horn. Have a taste of this.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Looks so nice. And then I'll show you guys the longsword one because it is kind of funny.
It's
how like
it's that
OP.
crazy.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
like when you look at it, it's like what the fuck? Is this legal? Yeah, it's pretty great. When I saw it, I was like, what the hell? So
it's
let me
a
find the-
dachi, right? It's the odachi, right?
yeah.
Gun lance is
Oh my god, I feel so bad for Gunlance. Hold on.
longsword. Okay.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Hi.
This.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Landing counters within the ring will add additional hits.
That whole circle?
That's their whole circle, yeah. Yeah. And it only works for you. It would have been cool if it's for everyone in your party, but it's only for longsword.
That whole circle?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I love to see stuff like this.
Yeah.
Hi. The EI?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, すげえ.
Yeah.
So it's like a even more. It's like a double charge EI. Oh no, wait, it's a combo.
Yeah, it's a combo.
It's an EI that turns into a combo. It looks pretty sweet. Not gonna lie.
It does look cool, but
Looks pretty
yeah,
fucking sweet.
It's very.
The circle's kind of ridiculous.
The circles, yeah, that's what people were mad about. Is that circle because it's not. It's just yeah, it's only a buff for the user, so it's not for everyone else. It's like. Okay.
Who cares,
so-
man? If you're going to a party, you guys are working together.
Exactly, yeah. So why doesn't that circle work for everyone?
Yo, imagine parsing in Monster Hunter.
People do that though.
I know, imagine.
I've never played Gunlast, but fun.
Gun
Yeah, no one
lance?
has a counter, I know, but make it so we can land additional hits too.
I think the way that this multiplayer is made, like, it's so like, it's just so fun multiplayer and having a good
Yeah.
time. Like, if you're parsing and like flexing your damage, like it's like, unless it's like a healthy thing between your friends, like it's really taken away from the experience.
Yeah, because I got shamed for my damage output once on stream, and I was like, I'm not playing for damage output, so it's fine.
Holy shit. Whoa, that's kind of underwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so imagine, because they released Longsword and this video at the same time. So imagine watching Longsword and be like, oh man, my gun, like I'm a gun last main. I'm gonna get a really cool move, and this is what you get.
Dude, that's so kawaii. That's very, very underwhelming.
Yeah.
To see that. DPS Andes should just solo. Exactly. People that are like, that are like looking down on other people, and it's like a group of friends and you guys are just like having fun. That's fun, but that's fine. Like even with like, you know, like parsing in like 14 and stuff, you know. But like, I feel like Monster Hunter, unless it's like super hard content, I don't know how. There's like real like tryhards, but those people are together, right? The people that are like doing really, really hard content.
But the thing is,
you shouldn't expect someone that might be just streaming it or doing it casually to like out DPS somebody or like.
Yeah, because I'm not like if I play like no talking whatsoever off stream, I can take down monsters solo. It's not like I can't. I've played the game enough times. I've played, you know, Iceborne on both PC and PS4. I've played I've played the Rise on both Switch and PC. Like I know what I'm doing. But
you compare everything to the longsword and just be sad, dude. Especially the fact that we did the longsword and then the gun lance. That just looked like that just looks like that you just like they added like a normal attack, like nothing special.
Yeah, but like I'm a firm believer that if you're having fun, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if you can't do much damage. It doesn't matter if you end up dying and you wipe the whole run. It doesn't matter. Like I've done runs where, you know, I've died. I died too many times. The
Monster Hunter is hard.
Quest failed and everything, but it's still like you're just having fun with friends. So if you're gonna get salty about stuff like that, it's like you shouldn't be playing multiplayer games then.
It's hard. Monster Hunter is a hard game.
Yeah. Real fans only care about the
fashion. It's funny that they said that because they were joining you. Like you're streaming the game and then they're like, imagine DPSing this much. It's like, imagine parsing when you're on.
Imagine parsing me, someone who's not like, I'm more concentrated on like talking to people and like, you know,
we're not Monster Hunter
game.
Streamers either.
Yeah, and I'm not a pro. Like I'm doing this for fun.
Do you remember that one time, Blue? You had somebody in and they were like, they were cheating. They had the cheat on and they were doing a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you happy with it? Like, is this like, I guess, I mean, it's not good because, you know, it's not allowed, but like, the game is so boring.
I remember it was during Iceborne. I was trying to hunt, farm Nargacuga because I wanted his set. And I was like, you know, I want to learn Nargacuga, like, not Nargacuga, sorry, Nergigante. It was Nergigante. And I was like, hey, I want to learn his movesets so I can actually do, like, you know, go against him and everything. And he's like, oh, I'll help. It was like, you know, some random person came in and then we go in there. I'm running, you know, I'm prepping myself. It's like, okay, I'm buffing myself so I don't die instantly. And then all of a sudden he takes out his hammer, swings once to his head and it's like over. And it's like, wait, what?
I don't understand. Like how?
And he's like, oh, there you go. You're welcome. And it's like, no.
He wanted praise from you, Blue, because he wanted to look good in front of you.
But I wanted to learn the fight.
Just helping out. I got a cheap bot just for this.
Oh my god, yeah.
Hunter ranked, there was an LS user with 1,200 raw purple sharpness.
Jesus.
And then when you have somebody like that, it's just kind of like, it's kind of out of hand, you know? Like,
yeah.
Such fun, much help. And there's times that I killed Yoshi. I didn't. Those are the fun times when you're like, you're just screaming at each other.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Monster Hunter moment where you're like going in and everyone's just like doing their own thing and everyone's just like, oh my god, I'm about to die. It's just like there's like this 5-second moment.
I was like, I'm stunned. I'm stunned.
Like you know death is coming and you're just screaming for help, but it ain't coming.
Yeah.
It ain't coming.
Nope.
And you get carded. I'm like, fuck.
No. I love that game. It's a great game.
Yeah, if it like you do your own thing, you know, just don't be part of my life, you know? Yeah. Like just you get caught and then you get banned or whatever in your own time. Just don't come near us kind of thing. Especially when we're like broadcasting it to a live audience. Like what a way to out yourself.
Yeah. That's like a surefire way to get yourself banned.
Or close. I don't know how many people get banned on mods. I don't really keep up with that kind
Yeah.
of news, but
I don't know. It was a bit ridiculous, but you know, it is what it is.
it's always fun playing with friends though. That game is. I can't imagine soloing Monster Hunter, honestly. Like people that solo Monster Hunter are beasts.
They're beasts. But the thing is, what I realized is like the people like that, like people who solo Monster Hunter, people who've maxed out every single weapon, like they just love, like they love Monster Hunter. Like it's very obvious that it's like their baby and they've spent so much time on it, but they're the most understanding and they're the most helpful and they're the ones who are like,
yeah.
I will help you.
They'll
like,
lower their gear for you.
Yeah. They're like, I'm gonna bring my low end gear so you have the full experience because that's how much I love it and that's how much I want you to enjoy it. They've never backseated. They've never said anything like, you know, to shame me or anything. It's like, hey, if I need help, they're there. They'll answer everything. But they've never they're never toxic. And so that's how you know it's like, oh, this guy's good. This guy's like really good. I went in naked. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like people like that. It's like, you know, you should, it's like go in with beginner gear because you want them to love it as much as you do, right? So
it's most games playing on my own. Yeah, for the challenge. Monster Hunter with bow until I beat Shara, then stop. It's like the nice tanks that you meet in dungeons in like 14 too.
Yeah.
Like immediately you can tell if this guy's like
it's the same thing with like
super fucking toxic or just really wants to get it done, doesn't care about anything, even though it says that it's somebody's first time.
Yeah.
And then it's always fun to just like as a DPS, you just sit there and you just watch the healer and tank just fight it out in chat, and then you're just like, oh man, mom and dad are fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
hey Razor, thank you.
What's up, Razor?
Yeah, I was able to come back in one piece. Was all good. But the sad thing though in 14 is that most of the toxic people are healers. There's so many toxic healers. I don't know why.
That you've encountered. Jojo gifting a tier 1 sub to the community. Thank you so much, Jojo.
Hey, thank you, Jojo. Never learned a single dungeon because I usually go in and the tank just starts running.
So I started during my COVID. When I had COVID and we had, we couldn't really do anything. We were like, let's play 14, and I started tanking a little bit. It's fun.
Yeah, tanking's a lot of fun. It's not as soon as you can get over the
thank you, Jojo. Appreciate you, man.
Like the social pressure, I guess.
Yeah, it's really nice because you were the healer.
Yeah. It's it's definitely a lot more comfortable if you have a healer that will go in dungeons with you, because that's what happened when I started tanking, is I had my friend be my healer, so I wouldn't have to deal with like a healer that's like pull more. And the one time, of course, I did go in with a random person. That's what happened. So yeah,
so fun.
But like, cause like sometimes like you get people who are like, or like tanks or healers that like pull more, and then they can't heal through it, and then we all die, and it's like,
you could play Monster Hunter World Story single player. But if you've never played a Monster Hunter before, it might be a little difficult. But
that's why Rise is so good, because they have that solo storyline that you can do. Yeah, Rise helps you like get into it.
So. Rise is definitely, I would say, the way to go.
Yeah, Rise is definitely. Hunter. I really recommend Rise. It's a lot more beginner, not friendly. I'm not saying it's easier. It's just they did a better job of like explaining things for beginners or like new people. So I definitely recommend Rise first. And they basically like took all the good parts of World and then they put it into Rise. So quality of life changes are a lot better on like Rise too.
The maintenance stuff, true, yeah. The clutch claw, yuck. What are you talking about? You didn't like getting on top of them and bashing them into walls? Actually, you can just do that so much easier now in Rise.
Yeah. The bug is much easier. But the only thing about the glowy bug that we've been using is now that everyone can get in the air, I feel like insect glaive is our airborne stuff isn't as special anymore.
Yeah, because like back in World, like the air attack for longsword was triggered by a hit that you do. But now you use the bug and then you just go down. You go up and then down and then do the combo. So a lot of it changed.
Yeah. That's why I stopped Instant Glaive. I don't know. I can't. I've tried other weapons. Like I've tried longsword. I've tried bow. I've tried hunting horn. I did enjoy hunting horn too, but I always go back to Instant Glaive. It's just so much more fun for me. I like micromanaging all the like the nectars and everything. So
yeah, I was like super confused because going into Rise, I went as longsword and I was like,
you did, yeah.
Where's the move where you go down? It's like, oh, you have to use the bug now. It's not triggered on a hit.
Yeah.
It was that you were the only one attacking it. Yeah, and now everyone's just jumping around everywhere.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you still don't get much airtime if you're not Insect Glaive though. I mean, maybe Gunlance can. I mean, yeah, Gunlance can fly around a little bit, but you still don't get as much. You can't really do airborne attacks as much as Insect Glaive. So I think it's still like it's still pretty unique in that way. Because like usually like if I'm in a party with friends, like Gray will be taking like he'll be trying to go for like trying to smack the head, try to break their horns or something because he's hunting horn, and then I'll be going for the wings because I can just get behind like above them, right? So
the fanning dodge, no, I don't know anything about the bowgun.
Yeah, I've never actually used bowgun. I've only used bow.
Do we know anyone that uses the bowgun? That
our friend did, but he didn't like Monster Hunter.
Oh,
so,
right.
Yeah.
We've never played Dauntless. Dauntless is that was popular a while back, right? That's like another Oh, that's the one that's like Monster Hunter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Are they evolve over the monster? Oh, okay. It's a Monster Hunter clone. I only played longbow gun, so I lost interest in Monster Hunter.
Yeah, the Fortnite looking one. Yeah. I remember that. I remember people playing that.
I mean, I honestly, like, I think all the weapons are really fun. They have their own unique, take on everything, and all the skills and stuff makes it really fun. So it's really, I think it's easy to switch around too. Because, like I said, like, Gray started off as longsword and he switched to hunting horn and everything. So
I just wanted the EI. I wanted to feel like it was a katana. And then I really liked that the EIs just start to work as like counters more than anything, so you have to like learn the moves. But I guess it's fuck all with the new update. You can just do a ton of damage either way now.
Yeah.
I'll get kicked for bringing in sticky
heavy bowgun, long bowgun. I just wanted to be a KVM warrior and play third-person shooter. Something easier and faster, free to play, and supported by cosmetic comp passes. It's all right, but got old after a while. I see.
I'm all about microtransactions with like cosmetics.
Yeah, for sure.
All about it.
I mean, I've bought so much cosmetics for
all
Rise.
about it, baby.
I have so many of them. I was like, oh, new outfit, I'll get it. Yeah. So I have so many. I got like the voice pack for Rise as well. So my character has a special voice lines. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best when it doesn't actually affect like how strong you are.
Yeah.
Or,
it's not pay to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing about like 14 microtransactions. It's like all cosmetic or like mounts or like
extra, retainers, things like that. So.
You can get a story skip, but if you don't know the class and you're not interested in the game, like why would you do that, right? Like it's
even like the class skips, like instant level 80. Like if you don't learn, you still have to learn it. So it's not automatically like, oh, you're really good at the game now, kind of thing. You still have to actually learn how to play it. So
that's why I didn't get the story skip for warrior.
Yeah,
because I was like, I want to. When I first started tanking, I was like, oh, I want to learn it from ground up.
I actually got the deluxe edition for Switch, but I want to move to PC. I got the deluxe edition on both. Yeah, so I have it on Switch and PC. Yeah, I don't know if I want the deluxe edition for Sunbreak though. I'm not a big fan of the cosmetic for that one, but we'll see.
Do you feel that 14 combat is too slow? I feel like it's really busy.
It's really busy, yeah.
I don't think it's not like an action RPG, but once you get,
if you just started playing, then maybe you only have a few moves, But when you're higher level, you have to manage a lot of skills. So it'll get pretty busy later on.
Yeah, I like that slowness though. Like it kind of like eases you in because it's like that was my first MMO, and to me like MMOs are really daunting. So it was a really good way to like.
Yeah, it's slow when you're low level. Yeah,
but it's a good way to learn your class.
For sure. Yeah, I think they did a really good job of like not overwhelming you, because if you started off with that many skills, it would be so overwhelming.
I'm just screaming like when I was a black mage, I was screaming because like it's probably one of the most like. It does a lot of damage, but you really need to know the fight, and
I think black mage is super hard
because you need it's a pretty stationary class, but I have a macro that just zips to a healer if I'm fucked, and I'm just like I'm just hitting that. If I can't get out, and I feel my greed coming up, I like snap out of it, and then I just hit my macro.
Cause when we first started 14. You did ninja, right?
Was my first class.
Yeah, and I was a healer but I think you switched around a lot earlier than I did, and I remember you would just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna zip to you." So I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I have my macro set, so
you just fly to me.
I just fly to you.
Blue, save me.
When I feel that, and then I just go right back to my ley lines. So it's like,
ninja's very complicated. Yeah. Ninja's not a beginner-friendly class.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it was like, it got very daunting, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like, I'll try a mage. I never play mage classes.
Yeah, you're always
in any
melee
game. So I was like, I'll try black mage. I'll be Vivi. I'm down. I love Vivi.
I think ninja's probably the hardest class I've ever tried in 14, because I've leveled a ton of classes in 14. A ton of tank classes, a ton of healer ones. I've done a lot of, DPS. It's just ninja was probably the one that was hardest, to the point where I actually had to take time to practice.
Yeah,
I had to practice my rotation.
So much of the ninjutsus, dude. It's funny when the bunny
super
comes
difficult.
Out.
Yeah.
What's up, Alinka? How are you?
Tadaima.
And like
monk is very complicated too.
And black mage is pretty freaking brain dead until you get to like level 70, which is like it's hard to sell it to somebody, like being like, you should be black mage, and like, how is it? It's like, well, it gets really fun after like 70.
It's like, wait, I have to get to 70. Yeah,
the rotations are pretty much the same.
Yeah,
and like if you ever go into like a into like a training dungeon where you go like like POTD or like Heaven on High, like you're not gonna be hitting anything. It's like
everything dies so fast
except for the bosses.
Yeah, Gray tried out Warrior, and then he's changed to Dark Knight.
The level,
yeah. I heard Machinist is really fun. Yeah, no, I love the ninja aesthetic too.
Yeah, so as DPS, I play Samurai, and then I would play, if I'm playing tank, then I'm Dark Knight now. But I haven't like maxed out. I haven't played 14 in a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't. The one tank that I haven't leveled is Gladiator or Paladin.
I thought I should be 70 to enjoy Dark Mage. I mean, with how slow it starts, I mean,
it might
not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a slow start, but it's very satisfying when you get to the end.
Yeah,
because you do some really fancy moves. It looks pretty badass. You're blowing people up.
Summon. I heard. So Luke was playing Summoner, and you really liked it.
Yeah,
really liked, especially with the new changes, and he really enjoyed playing Summoner. Reaper's my new main. The animations are just too edgy.
I love Reaper too.
The cool, edgy Reaper.
I was doing Reaper when I was streaming it the other day. Other day as in like 3 months ago, but
it's easy now.
But it's still like it's pretty fun to play, right?
You do need to finish Realm Reborn to play Dark Knight. You do need to be in Heaven's Ward,
and you need to get to Ishgard before you can pick it up.
Yeah,
because you can pick it up at Ishgard.
That's where your quest begins.
We're talking about Final Fantasy 14.
14. Summoner's really easy now. Can't really play it wrong. That's great. That's like they really simplified Samurai.
Yeah, they got rid of
I was surprised. Right? Yeah, they got rid of like one of like the moves that really crucial to the rotation. They just got rid of it. Like, no, fuck it, dude. Don't need it.
I mean, Matcha Red Mage is pretty fast.
I play 14 with controller.
And I play with keyboard. So yeah, you can play it with controller. I wanted to play Machinist so bad, but it unlocked in Ishgard.
There's gonna be a lot of getting used to with the targeting if you're playing on controller. You're gonna be targeting random things all the time, but at first, but once you start getting used to it, it should get a little easier. I mean, it's not gonna be as easy as just clicking it, but
I think 14 did. I think they did a very good job with controller integration. It is like it's so well done. How much you can, how smooth the controller integration in 14 is. Like they should patent that. It's so good.
Yep.
Especially since like Japan is a very like console heavy country, right? So I think they really put in a lot of work into making it so people who are used to controller can play it really easily.
Yeah. So instead of having like a bunch of shit on like your hotkeys, instead of having a bunch of it on your screen, just like rows and rows, you can customize it. So like usually it's like you can have one hotbar with while you hold down R2 and then one with L2. But you can also do like double tap on R2 brings out a different hotbar, L2 R2 brings out another one, L2 brings out another one. So you have the options are like there's a ton of things that you can do option wise, and then your macros are tied to your R3 and L3. So yeah, I just hit that R3 and then I'm just zooming if I'm a black mage. The only thing that's hard is like just general menu management is not as smooth just because there's so much on the screen. So I will use my keyboard and mouse if it's too hard, or like of course typing too, but
like chatting.
How do people? I don't. How do? Is that even possible?
Yeah. No, like what Kago's saying. You just use the D-pad because if you cycle up and down on the D-pad, then it targets your own teammates. So you can just cycle through your teammates and then heal. So I think it's if you want like instant, like if you want it to be faster, then some people do. I know there's one streamer in Japan who does. She calls it the Mongolian style, where she uses she's made it so her right hand is on a mouse and her left hand she uses a controller. The movement and everything she uses controller, but then on her right hand she uses a mouse, and she plays healer that way. So she clicks on teammates, clicks on some moves, and then uses her left hand for movement of the character and some moves set to like R1 or L1 and L2. Yeah, that's what she called it. I think she's at least she's the most famous one for using that kind of style, for doing half controller, half keyboard and mouse kind of thing.
I want to do
someone stream. That's probably who you're talking about.
I want to do Mongolian style for Apex. I want to control my character with this and then aim with this.
And I think she even has like a how-to on there if you're interested in that too. If I can find it, I can put it on Discord. But
I've realized I've come to the terms that I didn't grow up with WASD, so I'm terrible at moving with it's just not smooth. It's just like I can't. It's just not smooth for me.
I think it's hard.
I enjoyed. I've definitely So there actually is. Hori has one. Blue has the 14 one that 14 released, which is
so you can
it has a joystick on it.
Yeah. So this one's also by Hori. So Hori makes a lot of does a lot of things like that. They have one where it's actually physically like when you go to their website and you look up what was it? Controller and mouse combination. They have a thing where it's half a controller. So this side's missing and it's a mouse. It's a set. So you can get a mouse and half of a controller. Yeah. And they sell it as one package. And so it's got one output. Like one cord or whatever. And you just plug that in. Yeah. And then there's also the keypad that I have.
That's so perverted.
Yeah, the one I have is a keypad. They don't sell this anymore, unfortunately. So
we have to hunt this one down.
Yeah, this is it's pretty rare to get. It was so hard to find. But this one I can turn this off and on. So I can do WASD or I can just use this for movement. So I just use this for movement, and then all this is all my moves. All my healer
I don't know if it's available for PS5.
I don't know, yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But
yeah, the hoodie one, yeah.
Try going diagonal with one finger on keyboard. You press the two buttons right here. It's fucking impossible. Feels like ages since you got the pad. Yeah, because I got it for her. It was your birthday present that I got
last year.
Yeah, we hunted that shit down.
Yeah, I'm glad we found it.
Yeah. And the only problem was like because it's a collector's item, it was knocked down in price because of the box was kind of ripped up, and like we don't care, like we just want to use the thing. So
yeah, because it's like the description's like, I'm so sorry, but the box is ripped up. The box is, you know, it doesn't look good. It's not it's not very collector's item quality. So it's like, that's fine, we'll take it. I don't want the box.
Yeah, I think we got it for like $100.
Yeah, like, no, we're gonna throw the box away.
Yeah,
I'm using that shit. Yeah, I was thinking of getting the Razor one too, but it's just like the reviews weren't too
definitely
good,
steal,
unfortunately. So that's why I just went with the 14 one.
I was getting ready for them to just send the box and not the inside.
Yeah.
Because it was so cheap compared to everything, and we've checked out like physical stores and like, dude, you can't get that. They're like,
yeah, it's like $300. Yeah.
They're like, you cannot get that. Like, I don't even know why you're asking me. Like, you do understand. Like, that thing sold out immediately, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, because it was a pre-order limited pre-order item at the time, so they only made like a select amount of it.
But it's Blue's been getting used to it. She maps a lot of stuff. Like when we did like when we did the Senpai Bowl with Blitz and Elisa, we were able to control like the Apex maps because we were commentating, and she just mapped everything to that Final Fantasy 14 controller.
It's super nice.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten pretty used to it, so I can use it pretty. It's just a macro pad. That's what it is. So.
Listen to the podcast. Love how my question just sent Blue into a complete deconstruction of Japanese fashion. Oh, and then she was very mad about it. She was mad about it.
I get angry about Japanese fashion. I'm very passionate about that.
You're passionate about how bad Japanese fashion is?
Yeah.
That one, I don't know. That might have been the normal podcast, or that might have been Patreon. It's the YouTube one? So for people on Patreon, we about 20 minutes before we went live, we posted episode 5 of our Elden Ring co-op run that we started from the beginning. Tier 3, the $10 tier, we'll get it a week later, and tier 4 and 5, it's live now, but it's early access, and then the $10 tier, we'll get it a week from now. So another topic where basic bitch is in order.
Yeah, the Elden Ring one is yeah.
I feel bad every time I quit. No, absolutely not, man. Dude, it's a Q&A podcast.
Yeah, the more questions the better.
Yeah.
The longer the questions the better even.
We don't talk about anything besides the questions. It's not like the So-So podcast where we have like a good segment about, you know, how the stream was that much. No. The Patreon is just Q&A. We do that for like an hour. Like, you guys are killing it. Hey, Hank. What's going on? We need those questions for that podcast to even...
to exist.
Yeah. Or else I'm going to start making shadow accounts and asking questions. Who is the best JoJo? Jolene. Jolene is my favorite JoJo.
If we end up getting questions like a question to Blue about what do you like about Gray? How much do you like Gray? How amazing is this Gray guy? Then I'll know it's your shadow count.
yeah, we love going in depth and just kind of like derailing and that's just that's what's
Yeah.
fun about it. Like to think about it, like we started a Patreon out of nowhere and we're like we should do a Q&A podcast, and it's 8 episodes in, which means that every month people actually have questions. So we couldn't thank you guys more for those questions.
For sure.
Her father is the best JoJo. I mean, husbando, like eternal husbando in the anime world. Oh, also, I keep mentioning this, but we should be getting our samples for our merch very soon. So, very
Hopefully
soon.
we can launch the store soon.
So we can let you guys know when the new merch store launches. How was Osaka?
Osaka was so fun. I had a really great time.
Yeah, it sounded like you had a great time. It seems like everyone had a good time too. Like it was in like.
I think it was.
You
fun.
went with like the perfect group.
Yeah. Are you doing anything fun for her birthday?
Nothing planned. I have nothing planned. It's probably just another day. Actually, no, it falls on a Friday, so it's this Friday, so it's a solo stream. But I don't know. We're just hanging out. Perfect group without Gray. It's true. Yeah, they went to USJ. They also went out to Shinsaibashi.
Yeah.
Gray Line, welcome back. Yeah. You're a true one. You're a true soldier right there.
Huh?
That was that's my company's name in the game dev story.
Oh, okay.
So. Man, I mean, you start to like think less and less of your birthdays. I know people are like just really in tune about celebrating their own birthdays. To me, it's just like I'll probably do, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. There's so many other things that I need to think about right now that it's like stream related stuff that I haven't really thought about my own birthday.
Gray is very difficult to plan those kind of things for. Because I'd be like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Do you want to do anything? And he's like, no, that's fine.
I
just live your life.
Live your life, man. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm another year older now. Yeah. I've not seen that clip. It must be very wholesome. Yeah, can I just get a case of strong zeros? Is that okay? Like,
yeah, it's just at this age, it's like, oh yeah, I'm another year older. Yeah.
I want to go to USJ so bad, but that's the kind of place that is super sad to go solo. I still need a theme. Going alone, like going to a show is fine, but like
I'm going to a theme park alone.
I can't imagine going to a theme park alone. So I'm with you on that. I don't think I would go either if it was just me. Lemon sours, baby. Forget my friends remind me like a day before my birthday. Yeah, I did like on this stream I was like, holy shit, it's Friday.
Yeah.
I kept saying like, because when I get into June, I know that my birthday is in June, but I forget that it's like June 10th. So I'm like,
it's sometime in June, right?
yeah, it's just like I forget that like it's, if we go into June, it's really close to my birthday. But
the same thing as mine too.
Super thankful for the people that, because we celebrated last year too on stream, like and off stream too. It's super appreciative. Like I love it. It's just I don't expect it, like I don't because I'm not planning it or anything like that. Like I don't expect anything. And if everyone's just doing fine, like it's good.
Yeah, it's nice because like our friends plan birthday things for us, and it's very nice of them.
Yeah, I haven't, like, it's been a while in, like, maybe, like, high school that people would do stuff like that, Like,
yeah.
The grand prize, dude, I'm gonna get it.
Were you able to get it?
No.
What place did you get?
Did you
get any awards?
Dude, the last game awards I went, I got the worst game award.
What?
I know, and I'm like ranking in, like, top 10 every time now.
Damn, that sucks.
I can't believe. But Chess 2 was was the best performing game. Chess 2. Like chess.
Oh.
Chess 2.
Of course.
We're really just pushing the borders on that one. I
Chess
binged the game, got the award only once in those 20 in-game. Oh, really? Dude, we still gotta make Mahjong, dude. We're gonna... Yo, Jojo coming in with a tier 1?
Hey, thank you, Jojo. I just had my birthday on the 3rd of June, and I like how we go on with our life.
You are a June bug, just like me. So I'm gonna get Jojo's name on my shirt. Boom, June bug. Let's go.
think it's cute that you call it June birthdays.
We're all June bugs. 7.
Are you guys into Go? No, I've always wanted to learn, but I never had the chance.
Yeah, I don't know how to play.
Grace's birthday is this Friday.
June 10th. 6月10日 です. Hey, MC, how are you?
Swing and a misses is my crowning achievement in name.
That was amazing.
Is that the Phantom's trope watch?
She got it for me. She surprised me by getting it. She said she couldn't get it, and then she actually did.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? She surprised me.
But yeah, I felt so bad. You were so sad.
Can I be honest with you? I don't know how to play chess.
Yeah, you don't.
Can I be honest with you guys? I don't know how to play chess. I know how to play checkers, but I don't know how to play chess.
I mean, you learn mahjong, you'll know.
将棋も知らない.
Yeah.
I only know mahjong.
And checkers, apparently.
I know how to play checkers, yeah. So I don't know. That was just not something that we played.
I only know because my brother was obsessed with chess at one point. Oh, you need blue in your life. So chess is fun. Yeah, it is. No.
Knock out the person you're playing. Oh, just punch him?
Control at this point, yeah. Connect 4 stream 1.
Dude, Connect 4 is fun. I only know how to play split control. I want to learn that Hunter x Hunter game because they released it.
Oh, yeah.
That board game, that made up board game.
Hey, sorry.
I feel like it's way too 5-head for me.
I think it'd be fun. Chess split control? Did you guys do friend lobby mahjong on Mahjong Soul at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
But it's just that so many people here, just like me before, like a couple months ago, it's when you watch Mahjong and you don't know how to play Mahjong, it's like, well, it's like what am I watching right now? So I don't like, we can explain as much as we can, but
it might be hard to play on stream because I think you'll be boring for a lot of people.
So gungi. Uno with drinks. The point system, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know how to count points either. It's really complicated. So I'm really bad at.
I know how the wins work, but I don't know how the freaking the points are just like they're just bonkies. Dude.
Yeah.
Hand and brain, but I don't know how to play chess though.
I think mahjong's one of those where it's easy to learn, but it's hard to master. Like it's very
play
difficult.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Mahjong Soul spoils me because I don't have to do any of the point counting, and they just do it all for you. So. I mean, still, like I learned shogi like maybe not shogi, mahjong probably like a couple months ago. So it's or like the basics of it. It's really easy to learn the basics of it. Never into Magic the Gathering. I had the cards, but I never really played it. I thought the cards looked cool, but I was always a Yu-Gi-Oh kid growing up.
And so when you guys went to that Yakuza den to play mahjong, how do you count?
We didn't. We didn't play mahjong in Yakuza. Pot of Greed, exactly. Hard to follow for those who don't know the rules. I rewatched Saki, legendary anime, after learning how to play, and it's a completely different show because I was pausing every minute to see their actual hands before. That was like me watching Akagi, and I rewatched all of Akagi after I learned the rules, and I'm like, you guys talk too fast.
Oh no, so because we had one of the people that was there knew how to count, so. The two other people that were there knew how to count, so and they had an app that would help them count. So now there's an app that helps you count. So you can just use that. You just input what you had, and then it counts it for you.
And then we're just over here like just just playing, and then we were very spoiled.
Yeah, there's like a, what was it? It's like a mahjong counter or something.
Yeah, so you just gotta say what your yaku is, and then it just adds it up for you.
Yeah.
Mangan?
Yeah, so sometimes it's like, yeah, there's times where I was like, oh wait, I got a mangang. Like, oh, okay, cool.
If it was like a no shits given stream, like we could play mahjong for like
hours.
10 hours.
Oh my god, hours.
I don't know what the diameter of this is. This is the Hunter x Hunter watch that Blue said she couldn't get, but she actually got it. This is the one I was talking about, Spaghetti. This is the Hunter x Hunter watch. Okay, it's like stone. The times in the Hunter x Hunter language, you can see the, depending on, you see that spider right there with the phantom trope.
I think you might have to take it off.
You can see it. You can see it. Really freaking nice.
I totally lied to his face.
Yeah, you lied to me. The Rolex. It's like it looks nice, and then it's like the weeby ass watch. I don't want to take it off. No, this is this waterproof?
Forever. Be careful.
I can't take a bath with it. It's super weeby, and I'm proud of it.
What was that early birthday?
I'm hella proud of it. That's an $800 Hachiman watch right there. Don't tell it's in yen. Can't see it. Could you put it in a box and use a turntable? That's when you know someone's like either a crazy watch fanatic or they're just rich as hell, is when they have like their own like padding case for watches.
Oh yeah.
It's like, which watch would I go? It's like, do you have a selection? Yeah, I just wear this watch now. Like this is part of me. Exactly, that's the best part of it. It doesn't look weeby at all.
Exactly, right? Yeah, it's like really minimal designs. That's why I was like, oh, this is fun to get.
And they've done we were talking about this before, but Hunter x Hunter has done a watch collection, but this one specifically you can only get a USJ. And we don't
go to
leave
USJ,
the house. So I was just like, I really would like that watch a lot.
Especially since like the Hunter x Hunter event ends in August. The Monster Hunter one too.
So we can't.
It ends in August. So.
It seems like USJ. I was looking it up. It seems like USJ does a lot of watch collabs.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah. What would you do if you get held at life point values and they told you give them this watch? Watches are more a fashion accessory now rather than a necessity unless you're living in the Stone Age and don't have a cell phone.
That's true.
I think I'll be honest, like I'm still living a little bit in that boomer mindset where I like look at a watch, someone with a nice watch, and I'm like, that guy's cool. Or that woman is like, they got it. Guys, it's time. It's time. Even though this is an anime watch, I'm stepping up in the world.
Watson's could be a...
Can you be Japanese and be a weeb? Technically, no. You be an otaku. You be an otaku, if anything. Yep. That's right. I have a watch. I got class.
Yeah, you can get it on like the second hand. Some people like scalpers are selling it. Fine. So you can get it, but
dude, I still look. That's the thing. Like, I would rather just do this than get my phone out. So I still actually like I was realizing that I was actually using my watch. This is a lot easier than.
What are you doing?
That's how I look like when I get my phone out of my girl jeans. 19 iconic new mall opened up in here, and there was a watch stall which a friend was excited to visit because his family dabbed in watches. Jesus Christ, those were fucking cabinets priced at 5 digits. Yeah, and the watches are really expensive.
Stop jerking off your phone.
Oh, come on, guys. You guys understand when you get stuck in that, like, the innards of pants?
Your innards?
The innards of the pants, and then, like, it's, like, in this perfect position where it's, like, stuck. Freaking annoying, man. It happens. It happens.
Another thing that was really cool was that the store had a Hisoka shirt, and also they had
The Hisoka shirt looked really cool.
yeah.
I was gonna ask you to get me a Hisoka shirt, but I was like, it's white. I would probably get shit all over it.
They also had a clipboard with the Hunter x Hunter logo, and that was really cool too.
I asked for the Kurapika rings, but they were sold out.
They did not have that. Yeah, a lot of them, like there was some really, really popular items that you couldn't get.
Richard Millie watches start at 500K. If that's not a flex, everybody, I don't know what is.
Because they had another thing is like before. I mean, it was all sold out, so I couldn't get it. But they had they had Kuroro's book as a cushion, and I really wanted that, but they didn't have it.
Skill Hunter.
What's that?
I'm not pulling my phone out, jerking off like you, Gray. I was at work and wanted to know something, and a person I was with just spoke into their watch and gave me the answer. Damn. That's another type of flex. You shit on your shirt because of how you take your phone out of your shorts.
Yeah, they have so much more stuff. I kind of wish I could have gotten those things, but
here's the thing, Jojo. I don't wear suits. I go to work like this. I wear
with that shirt too. Yeah.
I wear the sub shirt and I wear a freaking swim short. This is my go to work aesthetic. Yeah, I don't need a job. I'm a motherfucking bounce. Flip flops all day, man. Not even the nice like Birkenstocks, like that shitty flip flop with like the all kinds of colors. Got that bright pink flip flop. Or maybe even Crocs if I'm feeling a little bit wild that day. What are you, a lifeguard? Yep.
We judge great for how he takes his phone out of his pocket, but we've all seen how he goes grocery shopping, squatting randomly.
Much wow. It's pretty poggers, don't you guys think? It's pretty poggies, don't you guys think? Blue, what's your favorite emote? Global emote. Do you have one?
Do I have one?
As a Twitch streamer, do you have your favorite?
I like Popcat.
My God.
I think it's so cute.
Popcat is great.
Yeah. It's just popping. I like Popcat. Yeah. Popcat. That was so random. Why?
Because Blue's so detached from like the internet culture sometimes, and she okay. Let me put this into perspective. She doesn't call Pepe. She calls it Frog.
Yeah, it's the frog.
There was a time on Blluist where she renamed all the Pepe emotes on Discord to
Frog.
Yeah, so it would be like
Froggers.
Froggers, and then it would be like Feel Frogman, which makes no sense because it's sad. Like
I should do that again. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Feels Frog, man.
Or like Frog Laugh.
Yeah. So it would be Frog Leave, not People Leave. Thank you. Yeah, Froggy. Yeah.
Wide Froggy Happy.
Yeah.
She's living in the real life, man. Because we've had this conversation many times, but once you get into this, and this is when you know you've crossed a line, is when you start saying emotes in real life. Like if you're saying poggies in real life, in a situation where that's not acceptable, we need a reality check. Like where it's like, unless everybody understands, like, and I start saying like, yo, feel sad. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, People was Froggo.
Like people like to me, when people say like omega lol, I'm like I get it, but like just laugh. Just laugh if you have the time to say that. Like that's the human thing to do, is to just fucking laugh.
Wait, but she's a Twitch streamer? What kind of superposition is this?
Omega yabbers.
I'm a very, very detached streamer.
That's what I'm saying. Like when people are like, yo, Omega lol, I'm like, you're not actually laughing. And that's what Omega lol is supposed to be. Yeah, and we've just come to I've just come to the understanding that just, you know, it's taken over our lives, you know.
I think PN is cute too, instead of saying sad in Japan.
Oh, I'm dead. That's true. I like that.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
I like the I'm dead thing.
Yeah.
Because
it's not really an emo, right?
Because usually when people say I'm dead, if I'm talking to them, they're like laughing their ass off and they're like, I'm dead. And out of context, that's like. Are you okay? Like,
Are you okay?
But within the culture, it's fine. We speak emotes, yeah. And people say like Sag too.
Yeah, Sag.
They say Sag. There's a line. What line is it where you feel like you're going too far? For people like us that live in this space, what's like crossing the line? If to me, it would be anything that has to do with like laughing, like lol. Because like I said, I would just be like, just fucking laugh then, you know. But poggers, would it be like, yo, pog? Yo, that's pog. That's pog. Kind of.
LMAO.
OMG. How about that? I mean, that's not even emo, but.
Like, I don't even say lol.
Who the fuck says lol? Wait,
No,
like
people do.
in life? In life?
Yeah.
Or on the internet, on text?
No, on live.
They say lol?
Yeah.
That's worse.
It's like, oh, that's funny, lol. It's like,
really?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning something new.
Yeah, in life, Gray. See?
Yeah,
A lot of people do. Yeah.
Wait, so are you guys saying like someone a joke and then you guys say lol, but you're not actually laughing? Or is it like, lol? Like, are you guys actually laughing? Or is it just like lol?
I feel so judged on so many levels.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. I'm not. Lamau?
Lamau?
If I see something stupid, drain of thought, or some real life fail at the face one, I just say lol. We say because it's funny, but not funny enough for me to laugh like I'm a maniac.
I think Moss is calling you out, Gray.
Right now, lol. And this is my. I just laughed right now, but instead I'm just gonna be like lol. We should do that. I should just respond with every time I laugh. I should just stop myself and be lol. Hey, that comment, Lamau.
Lamau. Just Lamau.
I just never, yeah.
Or I might fully say, yeah, I only say like, oh my god. I never say OMG.
Yeah.
Or anything like. Then again, I mean, yeah. I guess I'm not a really good bass because I don't really use much slang, but.
I think I'm gonna say evolved. I would say evolved, but the language has evolved a lot. I mean, like, think about it. Like, Can I Play has a good point. There was a time where it was like I've heard people like OMG, and that was like that takes away the spirit of oh my god.
I mean, LOL has changed as well in the few years it's been around. Because before it used to actually be like a genuine laughing like response. Like people used to use it as, oh, that's funny, lol. But like these days, I feel like it's used more as like sarcasm, or like it's used in like, oh, that sucks, lol. Right?
Oh, that sucks, lol.
Right? Yeah, it's more like empathetic.
Oh my god, it's deep. It's deep. The lore of lol is actually deep.
Right? Yeah.
And how you say it, right?
Yeah, because someone will be like, oh yeah, my flight got canceled. And you'll be like, oh, that sucks, lol.
Yeah, like right now.
Like it's not
that
actually
sucks,
funny.
lol. That's super normal.
Yeah, because it's not
What
like it's
Matcha
not
just
actually
typed?
funny. But back then, like when it first became popular, I feel like it used to be for like it used to actually replace like haha, like actually funny like
Yeah.
situations.
I think that's why I started using Lamel because it lol doesn't have the same kind of energy anymore.
Yeah, it's almost like sarcastic.
Didn't
Or,
laughing
like,
out loud. Now it's
yeah.
a filler word like but or like yeah or. But am I crazy? I use haha a lot.
I do too. It's really common for both of us.
Is haha old and gross?
It might be
and
boomer
cringy?
language, but haha, same haha users. Oh, you mean it means lots of love? I still use it only when typing. Yeah. I use ahahaha. Yeah, okay. People still use it. Cool. It's replaced by hui hui hui. He is old, yeah. I use it sarcastically. Mm-hmm. It's a science. Haha is when it's not that funny. Ha 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 is when it's kind of funny, and then ah ha ha is when it's actually funny.
And then he is when you want to have sex. I think he has, depending on the context, it has sexual energy. I think he has a sexual energy. He's fucking cringe. Okay, but people,
He is cringe, yeah.
But here's the thing. People called me a psychopath, and I want to ask you
He
guys.
has soaken sexuality.
People have told me before, and I asked this like 2 years ago on stream. We have a whole different set of people here. I use periods in text. Am I a psychopath? Yeah, I end my sentences with a period, and everyone said I was a psychopath. They said that it's too like serious. Like sometimes I forget, but like if I can remember, like I'll put a period. Like just a single sentence, yeah. You do it? But normal punctuation and text punctuation are different. Psycho. Yeah, because then I realized, so that's a good point. Is heavy emphasis powerful? But then it also, I was told that if I use a period, it seems like I'm almost mad. Like it's almost one of those things where it's like if I put a period, it's like, hey, what are you doing? Question mark. Like, I hope your day's good. Period. Is like, it seems like I'm almost like, not like stern, like very stern and like.
Gray?
So like, yeah, like that. Like, I hope your day is good. Like, it just sounds cold.
Gray?
Good shit with a period, yeah. What?
Let me interrupt you really quick. You're not a psychopath. I think we both use proper punctuation.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, what makes you a psychopath?
What?
Is how weird your texts are. You're probably the weirdest texter I know.
What do you mean? Why are you calling me out like that? Why? What's up, Pure? How are you doing?
I mean, we've talked about this before.
My texts are normal.
No,
They're
it's
fine.
not.
They're fine.
You abbreviate every U, like Y-O-U into just a U, or A-R-E into R.
Yeah.
Like everything is abbreviated, and sometimes it's like really like, here, I'm gonna try and see if I can find an example, but you're like, yeah, or you say a lot of things like repetitively.
Because the thing is that to me, texting is just a train of thought. And then I end it with a period, but everything in between, like everything is misspelled. Like I don't check it.
It's not like.
I want to meet you.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's just everything is like abbreviated. Sometimes it's hard to read because he forgets to put a space between those and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
We need to talk. Like for me, like I'm looking at our text right now. I don't think that it's too bad, but like,
Just, hey, are you
Yeah.
okay with going to my parents' place tomorrow?
Oh, TMRW, right?
Yeah.
TMRW.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. That's normal.
Let me know when you get close to home. I'll go pick you up, papa. Like, you have too many P's in there.
Yeah, we were talking about how I had like muscle pain, and then I don't even know what I said. I said I'm back to my barbecue LL days.
Yeah.
My
And
barbecue
yeah, so I
LL
just sit
days.
there like, what does that mean? It's like, oh, basketball. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like.
And you really like using O.
Oh.
Like O. Like OH. Cause I'm talking to like this was like I just got off the plane, right? I'm like, oh, Tokyo's cold, like, you know, it's a lot colder than Osaka. And Grace's like, oh, is it cold? And I was like, yeah. Oh, it's 21 degrees. Osaka must have been really warm. He's like, oh yeah, it was like 27, 29. He's like, oh, damn. And it's like, oh God, don't catch a cold. Oh God, I'm glad you didn't have to come back in the pouring rain. Like, oh something. Oh.
That's like my.
It's like, oh no, I should have asked. Oh, okay. Oh, I love you too. Like.
I guess I don't even notice that.
Yeah. I probably do it too, but. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. I probably do it too, though. So, I can't really say much, but that's just one of the things I noticed.
Oh wow. How do you guys spell wow? No, not wow. Whoa. How do you guys spell whoa? Not wow, whoa. Okay.
Woo.
Okay, because I spell it WOAH. Ooh. And I feel like if you spell, like, cause like if you say whoa, it's like whoa. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying whoa. And to me, that's WOAH.
No.
My texts is fine. My texts are. We understand each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand you. It's just, yeah. Like this one, worst case, if you can, because you want to say make it out, like to like a close station. It says make it, make it out.
I don't spell check any of this shit. Like
you do not spell check at all. Like, when do you leave now?
Oh, what did I say?
When do you leave now?
When?
Or get home safe, woo.
Wait, I said ubu?
No, there's a W at the end of safe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was talking about a different streamer while she was in Osaka.
Oh, Monday I.
And then. Monday I'm saying.
Monday night. Sorry, I
did.
You.
So I was talking about a different streamer that like a popular streamer over here that was gonna do a sponsored stream for a game, and I was like, he beat the main Atori before his sponsored stream. He hasn't even done the Atream X yet. Atreamx yet.
Yeah.
ATREAMX yet. And I'm sober as hell too.
Know. And I had to figure that one out.
Yeah, my texts are freaking nuts. Like
I'm playing everything on low.
Everything on low. That's what it is. That's what's like texting me.
Or no, like all of a sudden you said tooth. He texted me tooth. I'm down to play Diablo. Like what? Stupid.
Tooth? I just said tooth?
Because you said, yeah. Haha, tanoshisou. Tooth. I'm down to play Diablo. What does tooth mean? Oh my god.
I don't know. This text is completely when we were talking about the watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was thinking about your watch, that your other watch.
Yeah.
That has the bigger face on it, and I was like, "What's the comparison?" And I skipped everything, and I just texted you with the rubber.
Yeah.
With the rubber.
With the rubber.
Like everything before that has no context.
Yeah. That's great for you.
I just said with the rubber.
Yeah. It's like a mini game. You have to figure out what he's trying to say.
Oh yeah, just enjoy the dinosaur.
Yeah, dinosaur.
Oh, that ride is awesome. Yeah, you drop.
Yeah.
I
Gray's
do.
Wordle, yeah. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and this is the time you sent me the picture of the corn. I said, is corn part of Harry Potter lore?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of stuff in our text, and you're like the only person that like I would text on a day-to-day basis. So sounds like a dating sim.
I'm pretty good at figuring out his text.
I'm a fan of protection with the rubber. It just says with the rubber.
With the rubber.
And I was talking about the band because her watch has a rubber band on it. But I just said with the rubber. I don't like auto correction on the phone because it always corrects it to something else. And
especially since we like switched to Japanese too. So we would like just type out Japanese words with English letters.
Yeah. Yo,
And
Pierre
that,
coming in
of
with a
course,
tier
like,
1 for 3
autocorrect,
months,
so-
man. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Bear.
you, man. Blue, let me give you the pen here. Here you go. I feel bad for all my friends.
Yeah, like we type Japanese and Doma.
Mm-hmm. Good to be here. Good to have you here, man. What was that? When Gray is drunk, he became a novel writer. Probably because he can't figure out what you're trying to write. Sometimes Blue would just be like, just send me like a question mark. Like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, I sent you one this morning. Like a question mark. Because I didn't know what you were trying to say.
This
If I
morning?
remember right. Yeah, let me check. At least I thought you did. Or I did. Was it not this morning? No, maybe not.
Gomu gomu no mi. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good with that. So I've been doing the voice stuff, but then sometimes it's completely different. Because then again, I mix Japanese and English.
Yeah.
And question marks of varying intensity depending on how confused I am, ranging from like if it's a lot of question marks, I know I fucked up real bad. I don't know how to get to the bottom. Well, it's okay, I got to the bottom.
Yeah, never mind. I couldn't find it, so I thought he did, but
Oh, just recording voice?
oh yeah, we don't do that.
Speaking right in 4 different languages on a daily, and my phone is very confused. Yeah, it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't force your phone to adapt to your how multilingual you are. It's even hard for them to keep up with being bilingual. My program for having French and Portuguese, and sometimes I get auto-credited things I don't want occasionally. It happens, dude.
Oh no, I was trying to. Yeah, I thought I sent it, but it was me wondering what you meant by barbecue days.
Oh, barbecue days, yeah. I don't think I'd be able to keep up being bilingual if it wasn't for manga. Is manga keeping you?
I mean, that's how I kept up my Japanese when I was in America. It definitely like helps you keep it up, like reading it and stuff, because it's something that's like, you know, really engaging. So yeah, I get it.
I don't know how to, I never really learned a language, thankfully, so I don't know how I would keep up, honestly. I would not be able to keep up. Majde.
Learn a language now either.
I mastered 2, just to need to master 1 more. Damn, good luck, man. Learning a language just seems so freaking hard.
I want to try
That's
this.
why your spelling gets worse. It's true.
Oh, it's like
I just stopped caring about it, you know, like it's just not important. Like if I'm so bad. Like I'm just like, if they understand, you know, if I'm talking to somebody that understands me, then it's fine. It's fine. I only use Japanese for manga. I'm making fun of Gray. JLPTN1 in less than a... Good luck. Hope that test goes well. Why can't I pick up a freaking snack?
Pick up a handful. I don't know. Stop fingering the snacks, Gray.
Doesn't go.
Jeez.
People ask sometimes, would you guys ever do like an only Japanese stream? You know how confusing it would be for everybody?
Yeah. You guys would leave after like 5 minutes.
Maybe you guys can use your language skills to like think of insults, you know?
One stream, Gray jerked his phone off and fingered the snacks. Yeah.
Man,
He's too dirty. He's so sexual.
We're leveling up, dude. Or leveling down. We should play a game where we stream in Japanese for like 30 minutes and you guys have to guess what we're talking about. It's hard. What High Guy does, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of energy.
I don't have that kind of patience with myself.
To like, that's a lot of focus that you need.
It's only like 1% that speaks Japanese in our chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not many people do.
He jumps back and forth and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's like I'm like just very
I can't translate everything into 2
I can do it as a job.
Yeah.
But it's a concentrated amount of, you know, it's a concentrated, very focus based thing.
Because it's like 6 hours of repeating the same thing twice every single time.
Yeah,
you talk.
pretty much. That's pretty gnarly, dude. Like I can never do that. Can I ask you guys a favor? Would that be okay? I know. We shouldn't. You guys have already done so much. And I
No.
need to, no? Okay. I need to ask,
Okay, never mind then.
okay, I need to ask you guys a favor, okay? Please. I need you to click this link. I need you guys to click that link. And I need you guys to watch the videos and I need you guys to comment on them. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking is that you guys click that and then you watch all the videos and say something really fucking cool about it. What?
Or you can also go to this channel and do that on this channel. This channel might be a little bit easier, you know, to comment on.
It's toxic.
And like, because,
That's toxic. That's toxic. That's toxic.
This one, we have a lot of
Don't be
shorts.
toxic,
You know,
please.
it's easy to watch, you know.
Don't be toxic, please.
We have a lot of videos. We have a ton you can choose from. So, yeah.
Everybody join. For people that do not know what's going on, for the month of June, this is our anniversary month. We are doing a Team Blue versus Team Gray clip off on YouTube, and we're posting video. Everybody is posting clips of the Blluist moments, the plethora of clips on Blluist for the last 4 years, and everyone's either editing or just, you know, raw posting. I do a lot of the raw posting on my team, and whoever gets the most amount of views at the end of the month gets a personal package from us. So come join Team Gray if you want to be part of the the cool kids.
Or you can join my team. Whichever you prefer.
Don't join Blue. Apparently, Blue's team's like really racist. So just join the nice
The
one.
fuck? No, our team is very, very organized.
We all have a plan. She's
plan.
Slytherin. She's racist.
We all have a plan.
It's run by a Slytherin, so okay. It's definitely run by a racist, so don't smear campaign.
Yeah, can you stop smearing my name? Thanks. Our team, my team members are great. You know how amazing they are? They're all like posting bunch of like clips. So a lot, like some of them are even like learning to edit stuff.
Okay, very impressive.
So
Your
cool.
team is extremely impressive. Super racist one or super. We're gonna get canceled at the end of the month, anyways. So. I'm very impressed at my team. We have some songs. We have an original song, a parody song with original lyrics, all about Anu. The Team Anu Tokyo Park was crazy.
That one's pretty funny, yeah.
There were some voices that I recognized.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to see Matcha Blluist in chat do a little bit of voice acting and narration, go check out that Team Anu. Team Anu is a whole nother level of wholesome. It's just Anu every day.
Fuck.
Yeah, if you guys want to see
yeah, our team, we've got a lot of
that's not Team Gray or Team Blue. That's a shadow team right there.
But by the law of the land, does Gray have to join Team Blue anyway?
No,
he can stay on his own team. That's fine.
My team is.
I like my team.
My team is.
I
great
don't need
too.
Gray. I've got you guys.
We got some really cursed content on our channel. Team On is the neutral one. If you don't want to be on both teams because you don't want to pick a side, makes sense.
Most people here didn't know what Matcha sounded like, but Gray's is out. It's all over the video.
Don't worry, I can impersonate Matcha right now. Hold up, I need to get into the mode.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm forgetting the meme.
Want to be like the guy on the left?
No, very, very long neck.
What?
I'm doing a very, very long neck.
Gray? Stop.
And tail morning. I'm reading tail morning. And if you guys were wondering, that's Matcha Blluist. Get banned.
Team Anu is not my channel. No.
Yeah, Fuchun's running that channel.
Mm-hmm.
That video is amazing. Very accurate. Yeah, I thought so. You have a beautiful voice.
Wow, yeah.
That's
how you prove it.
My impersonation was yeah. Because the last time I saw, well, actually, there's a video out there of Matcha. I don't know if I could say this. There's a video of her face, and she's in a car with two VB long necks. She's losing a couple teeth. She looks like an old man in her like 60s, and just really, really enjoying life, and really representing a VB long neck, and just really undermining anybody that doesn't drink a VB long neck at 10 in the morning. Take care, Cal.
See ya, Cal.
That's Blue's channel. Here's my channel. Yay Team Blue. How about Yay Team Gray? All right, everybody. I want you guys to show enthusiasm for Team Gray on the count of 3.
Gray, that link doesn't work.
Wait. Here. There it is. He keeps doxing me. I love the video. Okay, all memes aside, both teams have some great videos.
Yeah, you guys are doing amazing.
So if you guys want to see any part of the history of Blluist that you guys might have missed,
there's a lot of like old clips that people are uploading. Some, of course, like I said, like some are edited, but some are just just re-uploads of clips, and it's just like from streams that we did years ago. So it's been fun seeing like the old ones pop up again.
I forgot what her server was. It was like some like Japanese one, and it was like a long one. It's the longest name. It's the one that has the longest name.
It's like the first one, the first drop down one or something. I don't know.
Dude, sub to moments, man, please. My newest clip is called "Proof That Asians Are Good at Math." I hope if you guys need any proof that us Asians are good at math, please check that clip out.
Yeah, the Elden Ring shorts are really popping off. Yeah. It's like, I don't know how the algorithm works for shorts, because I think YouTube shorts are very strong, but yeah, I don't know how that works. Maybe it's that one. Yeah, it's long, so it's probably that one. If we were good at math, would we be here? Assume that one that wins will be the main highlight clip channel. No, it will be whoever has the most views. The team really doesn't matter. The team one's just for fun. It's whoever has the most views, and the person, the original clipper. So whoever clipped the clip in the first place, and then the person who uploaded it. So like I said, it can just be a clip that you re-uploaded, or it could be edited. It doesn't really anything. Just whatever. If you're the one who uploaded a video, and you have the most views, then you'll get. Doesn't matter which team.
Yep. All in all, it's a fun community event that we're having. It's a really good way for us to kind of get the clips that are just sitting, amazing clips that you guys have taken over the years, to get it out.
Yeah, the original clipper will get something too, not just the uploader.
But if you're interested in that, people have put some really good edits. So, highly recommend on both teams, and Shadow Anu team too. So, highly recommend. It's a fun thing that we're doing.
Yeah, because like the videos there's no limit on anything, so you can upload anything. It can be as short as like 3 seconds. It could be super long, like 10 hours.
Yeah, there's a 10-hour Nico Nico Ni video on Blluist.
Yeah. We also have like a 6-second video as well. Like it doesn't have to be like a full out like edited video or anything either. So
if you think something's funny. All for Blluist. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's just there, and we want to get it out, because it's not like people go through Twitch clips. Like there's a place where you can watch Twitch. Like it doesn't, when you're on somebody else's channel, it doesn't show up. So
especially since it's like a lot of you guys posting it, it's basically like people vouching like, hey, these are the funny ones, go check this out.
It's a good way to see what you guys think is funny too.
Yeah.
9 coming in with a tier 1 for 23 months. Thank you so much. Almost 2 years. That's crazy.
It's like, yeah, it's kind of cool, because it's like if you're new to the channel or something, you can check out one of these channels and you'll see like, oh, these are the ones that the community recommended, or these are the ones that community find funny. So these are the best ones that you can watch, kind of thing.
I just went to the homepage, and one of the first videos is from the Anu channel that I got recommended. Absolutely nuts. Guys, I had a great time. Did you guys have a great time? Yeah, I thought so. Good shit. All right. So Blue's back. We're back in power. Today was just kind of like touching ground with everybody. Now that Blue's back. We'll be back on Blue will be back for a solo stream on Friday. Before we go, I want to raid our good friend and my husbando,
Lucas
Craigeson. He's streaming right now. He's doing some photo edits. He's getting a new PC tomorrow.
The raid message is gonna be
what's it gonna be? If you haven't followed the socials yet, hold up. If you haven't followed the socials, we're on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, of course, the main channel stuff, and TikTok too. If you want to come hang out with the community, this is where everybody is. We're weird, but we're cool. Whatever. You know.
That's the
our
raid
thing.
message.
We also have a Patreon with a ton of content. We just put out new content, new vlog coming up from the Osaka trip coming up very soon for you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you guys on
Saturday. Both of us will see you on Saturday. I'll see you on Friday.
my boy Lucas Craigerson. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, everybody, take care. All right, yeah, stay safe out there, you dangerous cuties. All right, I know you guys are into some crazy stuff. Stay safe. Love you.
See you guys.